That's enough stank face. That's a lot of stank face. Hello everyone, welcome to Mega League Monday 31. How about the theme music? Oh yeah, that sounds nice. So far, we have 40 participants. Only a few people have not checked in. We're going to give them about 2 minutes here as I just ping them in Discord. Once they respond, we will go. We will go to challenge, where we will shuffle one time to find out who is in what group. Then I will read off group stages on stream. Players, if you are not in the Discord yet, please join that. You will need that to swap friend codes with your opponents. Hey Ibrahak, how long until first fight? About 3 minutes. So yeah, 30 minutes. A bit too long for us to wait. Hey Toadstar, this is your first MLM. I'm excited to have you. Thanks for joining us. I hope to see you in that final stage, punching players in the head. Let's see if we got any responses. Maleev, thank you for the host. Give me a shout out. Hi JM, good to see you. What's up Tenpei? Good to see you, man. I know you aren't necessarily well right now, but I hope you will heal quick. Love you, 10. Junior, good to see you. Boomy. Boomy, I was wearing my Helix shirt yesterday. It was beautiful. Hello? Hello?
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hello there, my friend.
And our co-host for the evening, Maleev.
Oh, hi.
The beloved.
At the tail end of just everything's been happening today, we get to have some fun with a Mega League Monday.
Yes, lots of fights.
Oh yes. Oh, I'm hearing echoes of myself because I haven't muted the stream yet. Here, you do that. Okay, there we go. How's
happen.
What?
What were you going to say?
How's your day been?
Very good. It was, you know, I worked at work and now we're here. So the day is much better now that we're here.
Yay. It is much better once you get here.
That's what we look forward to on Mondays.
Indeed.
Is Mega League Monday, not work. Psh.
No. Nobody. Well, there are some people who enjoy work. By the way, so my memory might be a little bit off, but if I'm not mistaken, we celebrated my 7th-month anniversary like last week, right?
Your 7-month streaming anniversary?
No, sub to your channel.
Oh, sub-anniversary. Yes.
Apparently it's my 8th.
Oh! Hype City! Screwfaces!
Apparently 1 week is equivalent to a month now.
Apparently, thank you, Maleev, very much for the 8 months of support in a row. That is wild. We've almost known each other for a year.
Oh my goodness. I think we met like a month or 2 months into ARMS.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're getting pretty close to that.
Very close. Toadstar, why am I a floating head? I am amused, but it looks very strange. Hey, sometimes when you get your head cut off, you rely on your pet shrimp to carry you around. That's just life.
Just how it goes sometimes. It's like
That's just life. Okay, so I'm gonna refresh here, and whoever we have left is who we have left. So it looks like Malice did not check in. Goodbye, and Stylo Ren. Stylo, are you sure? Because you were in the Discord like not long ago.
he's waiting for the very last moment before he makes a glorious re-entry and registers. Unfortunately, I don't think that's how this works.
No, that's that would be anti-glory because he's not gonna get to play here in a minute.
It looks like we've got a really fun collection of players here too.
Oh yeah, some very, very talented people in there. Nobi in there. I see Laura making it for an MLM. That's always a treat.
We got Para in here again.
Yep, Para, who just joined TCM today. Congrats, man. That's very cool.
Ah, congratulations, friend.
Yes. Oh, and Robin Bowl 4 champion Twin 5-0 is here.
Oh, yes.
Delicious. Okay, no response still, so sorry. Stylo, you out.
Style got outstyled.
He got outstyled. Shrimps announcing groups is the most hype part. Thank you for the host, Molly. Appreciate it. UCF fan, good to see you. Serp, thank you for the host. And let's do this thing.
Let's do it.
So, officially 39 participants. Very nice group. Shuffle one time for the one time.
We've got to mix in that chance for you to be facing off against Twin 5-0, Rifa, and Laura.
Oh, what a group that would be. Okay, so the shuffle's done. Process, check-in results. And start group stage. So, players, at this time, go to Discord, join up with your group, and exchange friend codes, and one of you decide to host the lobby. Get the stages right, and get going. I will go over all the groups on stream here, and then I will join my group as well. Alright, Group A, Shamrock, Patson, Incredible Matt, and Tame Dame. Group B is Twin 5-0, Jaro, Alo, and Old Scooty. Group C is Serp, Zahn, Gomi, and Era Wolf. Group D, Internet Wanderer, Aiden, Lunagabs, and Nobi. Nobi, T.A. Nobi? I don't know what that means. Group E, AK, Programmability, Lewis, Lola Foso. Group F, Gaddy Shack, the artist formerly known as Frank, Eloria, and myself. So Group F, you guys can join me, but remember Maleev is going to be in our lobby, so one of you won't be able to get in.
I need to hang out with my friends.
Yes. You're VIP today.
Woo! Do I get a special badge?
Yes, you do, an in-game badge.
Yes.
That's the best kind.
My favorite.
Okay, Group G, Pied Piper, Uran, Maruboto, and Cat. Group H, Spenjo, Dart Remix, Golden Fang, and Comet. Group I is Molly, Para, Laura, and Rifa. Oh my gosh. That's gonna be something. At least Laura and Molly get to hang out together.
Okay.
And Group J is Main, Yjosh, and Slosh. That's gonna be a tough one to get out of.
There's some pretty stacked groups in there.
For sure. Yeah. Mine's gonna be tough to get out of as well, with old Frank the Tank.
But if anyone can do it, you can, Scrimps.
Ah, Helix.
Helix.
Laura is just yelling profanities at poor Rifa, who just wants to play arms.
We haven't even started yet, and Laura's already done.
Hey, Jess Daddy, thanks for coming in. We actually just got started, but there is a sign up ready for next week. That link right there. For anybody else who wants it, it is there as well. Stages, same as always, Mausoleum, Buster Beach, DNA Lab, Temple Grounds, and Sparring Ring. We will choose these 5 stages and randomize between them. This is for all of your best of 3s in group stage. And we've got Gaddy in here. We need one more for my group.
We require one more friend.
Jazz Daddy, thanks for the follow. Sing Slayer, thank you for the follow.
Looks like we've got one who doesn't have you as a friend, so I'm gonna give them my friend code, and I'll bring them in that way.
Perfect.
Beyond that, we could probably get Frank in here if he's conscious.
Oi, Frank!
Frank, you're conscious, mate! Where are ya? Could use a Frank. Or an artist.
Could use a Frank. I could use a Frank right about now. or an artist that knows somebody who used to be named Frank.
Yes. Good Frank would be really nice.
Evie, I don't know if I got to say earlier, thank you so much for the 500 bits. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah! Thank you, Evie. Evie also sent me 500 bits. He's being too nice.
What a delightful man.
He's up to something.
He is. Maybe he's buttering us up for something.
Oh.
He's gonna cook us at SNS.
Ooh. I mean, I'll probably be pretty delicious.
Is Lewis M21 in here? Lewis?
Lewis? Hang on. I'm not seeing a Lewis M21.
Programmability is looking for him, not me. So.
No, yeah, I'm looking for programmability.
Okay.
I'm not seeing him in either this Discord or Twitch.
Scripts and Maleev. Curry sounds good. Yes, it does. Oh, there's Frank. Okay, cool. So we will have, let's just have Frank go through all his games first, and then the rest of us will play. So, all players, you guys should be in your MLM groupings in Discord, getting your fights going right now in your best of 3s. Fight a best of 3 against each person. At the end of that, the best 2 will move on to final stage. Sure thing, sounds good to me. Cool, Frank. Excellent.
Alright, Gaddy, get in there. Let the battle begin. I've come for a fight, and I'll plan on watching one. So Gaddy's been working a decent amount on Springtron, and has been doing a pretty decent job with him.
Oh. Mr. Kim, you just got this game today. Yes. Come sign up for next week. This is very fun.
Yeah, definitely be sure to drop by and compete in some of these MLMs. There's also the casual arms groups that are always going on. And those are a really nice area just to kind of have a community of people who are pretty much always looking to play a few games, and a lot of players from all skill levels.
Boom. Sweet. Okay. Alright, Gaddy Shack hasn't been hit yet. Doing some work on Frank. Both players going with either a bolt or a blast, like in the projectile arm.
Very much mirrors, but different approaches. Frank's more risky with the roaster, but he's a lot safer with the tri-bolt. Where Gaddy is the opposite, where he's safer with the toaster, but he's more risky with the tri-blast.
Yeah, Gaddy with enough time there after knocking Frank down to get the buff up. Looks like Frank trying to close off some distance, being a little bit aggressive here.
Gets the stun, is not able to follow up with the grab. He does have rush ready, and if he gets a nice setup, he can probably take Gaddy down from here. Gaddy quickly building up his rush, so really safe with his movement, just evading so many attacks, and is able to get one final hit on Frank, giving him the first round.
Gaddy doing really well right there. Let's flip behind Frank now.
It's really interesting to see Springtron still in play, especially since he has sustained that nerf, and a lot of players kind of felt like he might lose his edge because of that, but we're definitely seeing here Gaddy has a solid understanding of how to play Springtron. He doesn't really use his jumps too much, but he might not feel the need to, and possibly he'll use it if he feels pressure to.
Yeah, he hasn't used jumps a lot, and he's used his EMP pretty sparingly as well. Usually when he goes for it, he gets it off. And commentator's curse.
That was a very greedy rush. You could see it there. Like, Frank was more than ready to come in and capitalize on that.
Definitely a bit of greed there, and Frank has Gaddy in the hot pocket now, putting tons of pressure on.
And this is where Springtron really struggles. He just loses. Compared to Springman, he just is not able to keep up when he's put in a corner. Springman also struggles, but not to as much of a degree, and especially when Gaddy gets low on health, he's still just Springtron. He doesn't get to act enraged like Springman does.
Man, Frank really turning up the pressure at the end there. Tons of mix-ups and a lot of good reads.
Solid reads. Also a big point to notice is Gaddy Frank was able to capitalize on that rushed or that risky EMP, and he basically carried that all the way to Gaddy's knockdown. If Gaddy was playing a little more safely there, that match could have very much been very different.
Gaddy goes for an EMP again, gets it, and assumes that Frank would attack, but Frank very patient, and that'll pay off.
Gaddy gonna get a knockdown.
Yeah, the knockdown, he switched back to the Tri-Blast. I think that was a great decision.
We'll see if it helps him out. He does have to contend with that Boomerang now, though, which can wall out a little bit of that Tri-Blast, and also gives Frank a lot more opportunity to push Gaddy into corners, which is
Gaddy cannot get away from Frank at all right now.
Exactly what Frank wants, because as soon as Gaddy's in corner,
Frank with the third grab!
Gaddy isn't even jumping at this point. Like, he just doesn't feel like it's a safe option. So Frank's been able just to get some really solid reads, some really strong calls, and has been able to bring it back from that first round and take 2 rounds of his own and clean the first set.
Oh yeah!
Crazy stuff. Frank started to figure it out there at the end. Takes it and goes up 1-0.
All those corners really started helping out Frank once he started to get his tempo going. Hey, Rick.
Hey, Rick. Good to see you back. You guys like my fancy new score text?
Oh, I didn't even notice it. That is very fancy.
Yes, so fancy. I put text on the screen for the people.
That's actually really clean. I love it just as much as the old one you had going on.
Thank you. Yeah, this will help do a solo viewpoint so we don't have to do split screen and still have a bit of an overlay. Tasty.
Very.
Speaking of overlays, Caddyshack laid over that. You know what? I'm gonna stop with that analogy right there.
It was the noble effort. Gaddy going with Boomerang Tri-Blast here, which is going to get outboxed pretty easily by Frank. But if he's playing it smart, he can definitely use it to find some really good openings and get some strong hits in. I think Frank's definitely got this loadout pretty well figured out, though. Goes for the rush.
Whoa.
Gaddy makes a
risky.
Very risky attempt at a counter, and that glove just kind of pokes in at him.
Yeah, Gaddy could not get away from the wall there. It seemed like Frank was really controlling the pace of play and the area in which they were playing. Frank again going for a corner, again on Gaddy.
Just immediately trying to push him back. Gaddy moving back to double gloves, definitely looking to try to be in a position where maybe he can outbox Frank.
There goes an arm. Frank able to approach even faster.
This is
great.
A wonderful battle of man versus machine.
Frank, yeah, Frank just trying to parry away these hits when he can. Caddyshack constantly attacking.
When faced with double gloves, he's actually using a really smart strategy where he is aware that he's probably not going to be able to safely outbox Gaddy in most cases. So he evades one, boxes the other, and then lets the boomerang come in from the side and get a solid hit.
We're seeing Frank out by a slight portion here. The stairs will only slightly affect. That rush can do upwards of 370, I think. Almost got the full thing there. And Frank just looking for 1 or 2 charged hits here, and he's got it.
Yeah, Gaddy was trying to see if he could bait something out with that EMP. Used his rush. Frank was aware that trying to go for a grab when your opponent has rush ready is just not safe, so he was just able to get through that safely. And now Gaddy's like really pushed back. He doesn't have his EMP. He didn't have his rush. He just took the loss.
Yep, and that does it. Frank wins it 2-0.
You are unfortunately a little too late for this MLM, but you can definitely sign up for the next one.
Yes, and hello, Lewis. Thank you for the follow. Thanks for being here.
Hoi.
Hoi, hoi. Mr. Kem, I feel your excitement, man. I was so in love with this game when I first got my hands on it. And look at me now. I'm still playing it multiple times a week.
I'm frankly amazed at how much time I've invested into this.
Yeah, it's astounding. I didn't plan on being an ARMS streamer or playing ARMS this much, but
I kind of did. I was like, well, I only have like maybe 1 or 2 games that I'll invest myself in, I guess, based on information I gathered. One will be ARMS. I figured it would go for a while, but it wouldn't turn into this.
Right.
All right. Frank,
except you get salty. Of course I get salty, Shift.
Everybody gets salty.
Salty. I'm feeling a bit salty.
Salty. Alright, so we got Elora.
Hey, Maliv, you're gonna have to throw your stream link in there for Mr. Kem. He said he wishes more people would stream this. It's fun to watch.
Oh,
so throw him a couple streams.
We've got a few of them.
You have mod powers, so you can just throw them right in chat.
Yeah, let me grab a handful of people who are well known in the community and stream ARMS.
I should have that as a command for sure.
That is not a link. It's just, hey, casual ARMS. Notices. Oh, that's why I'm pressing the wrong buttons.
And thank you for the follow, Mr. Kem. Frank's still putting pressure on. He is on DNA Lab again. Looking extremely comfortable. One more hit and he's got this first round against Eloria.
Elora is one of the newer players in the community, aren't they? Like, yeah. I definitely don't remember seeing them too often, but...
Newer to my personal, like, stream community, for sure.
Indeed.
I believe Eloria came from the Casual ARMS server.
Ah, yes. We've actually been getting a lot of people from that area.
Ah, yes. Okay, guys. These links going up that Malieve is posting. One for her own stream, Redengard stream. Ku Ninja is one of the top Japanese players.
Also,
so if you're looking for ARM
wonderful.
streams, look at all those.
And oh, why don't we pop in Gormagala? He does streams too.
Yeah.
Or is currently seen as one of the top players in the ARMS community. So
Yep. Do Laura too, especially since she's in MLM.
yes, I'm trying to find her. I'm just going through a list that I have in my Discord.
Okay, nice.
Fellow in Arms is another really big one.
Yes. Eloria down by a pretty significant margin here. Frank with a beautiful read, just waited for Eloria to go airborne and shoot out that heavy arm. Knew he had enough time to land rush. And there it is. Frank going up 1-0. Eloria gonna have to make some changes.
That Kablammer, a really interesting and cool arm. Unfortunately, I don't see it working too much in the competitive scene. It generally struggles against most players. And this was a pretty fine example of what happens to a user of the Kablammer. Like, it's pretty safe to evade in most cases, and that explosion just kind of leaves you really open. So your Kablammer lands, and then you're just a sitting duck for a few moments.
Yep. Mr. Kemp said, wait, that's Laura Beth? That's the one I watched. Yes, that Laura Beth. She is very awesome.
Malieve confirmed best Nightbot. I don't know.
That's a fact. All right, starting out behind Frankie Poo this time. Malieve bullies Kablammer confirmed. Yeah, she's telling us her bully strats.
I'm personally not. I'm playing with Kablammer at least in speedruns, but I personally still stand with the opinion that the Kablammer is the worst arm in the game.
That's too much. Come on.
It's so
It can't be the
slow.
worst.
It's so easy to punish. Then
It
again,
can't be worse than Retorture.
no, Retorture is actually pretty decent. Like, it can get around gloves too because of its wavy motions.
Oh, that hurts.
I would say, if we're gonna say like for the bottom, Retorture is definitely not the bottom because it's better than Revolver. So
Okay, yeah. Revolver is a redundant arm that takes away its own advantage.
it definitely does. It's really cool and it does some cool things. I would definitely say it's one of the lower tiered arms.
Yeah.
Still putting Kablammer below it though.
Eloria using this Coolerang very nicely. Has a nice lead on Frank. This could do it. It does. Eloria with a beautiful comeback.
Very nice. I was gonna link to Hanukkah Jamboree and Defer. I believe there should be links in the Fellow in Arms Twitch though, so you can definitely just hop into there. They're both players from that team, and you could just be sure to follow all of them from there.
I just have a thing that says Fight Fellows Fight without their links. That works. Frank trying to keep pressure up in this corner. Eloria able to get out. Seems like this stage potentially is providing a bit of an issue for Frank. It's a bit too big for him to put that type of pressure he likes on.
But we've got all those pillars knocked down now, and Frank is taking advantage of that and is able to slowly start closing in on Eloria, and then he's definitely got a solid health lead here now.
Wow, beautiful movement. The deflect into grab. And now Frank gonna finish this round off with a beautiful rush.
Vicious rush.
Oh, that's a pee-pee time.
That's a pee-pee.
That's a pee-pee.
That's a pee-pee.
Flipping behind Eloria now, who almost has that rush. There it is. Going Ram Parabola now. Oh my. I did not think that was going to work, but the Ram just wide enough to parry that hit from Frank. It takes a lot of guts to come out here with the Parabola. With such a slow arm.
Yeah, it definitely is a This loadout is really interesting because Allure's got two relatively slow arms. But getting the one of them charged up with the dragon arm, like, let's see, that would be the Parabola that would be charged up, wouldn't it?
No, she has Ram Dragon right now.
Ah, okay. So the dragon arm would be, or the Ram is set to be a giant flaming pressure tool, and then the Parabola is probably meant to be something to protect Allura as they pressure with the Ram.
Yeah, it's so hard with the deflect from Springman and Brass to get the Parabola through. I feel like for them it's just something to aim for with their deflect.
They can just run around pretty freely. That said,
This is
Allura is
very close.
set to almost take Frank down. Maybe just needs a couple more hits. Frank just needs one more hit, gets a solid read into a grab, and that's going to be Frank taking a second set here.
Frank with another spicy grab, and that'll do it. Goes 2-0 again, and now it is just me standing in the way of Frank.
And his perfect run. I also dropped the link for Defer and Hanukkah as I couldn't find them in the Fellows in Arms, and they are definitely people that you should check out. Wonderful people. And here we go, Scrimps versus Frank in one of his favorite stages, the spotting ring.
Wow. Let's see if my first game of the night can be a success.
Scrimps immediately proceeds to get triple perfects.
Triple perfected, you mean?
Commentator's curse. Now Scrimps is going to avoid all grabs.
Damn you, Maleev.
Damage.
Now I'll never get the triple perfect.
Scrimps starting off pretty strong, getting a couple of nice hits in, starting off with a light amount of pressure and pushing Frank into the back of the wall. This is definitely a smaller stage. Works well for Scrimps as he enjoys. He generally sticks to tower modes and he uses that tower to just kind of apply pressure and push people around. If they can't safely back away from him, he definitely feels like he is in a position of power. Frank, though, getting a really solid rush off, giving himself the health advantage here. Scrimps just needs to get a rush of his own, and that will probably balance out the two health pools. Or if Scrimps can get a couple of nice reads, he can just get a couple of hits with the Tri-Blast, get a couple of grabs, and maybe bring this back. Now Scrimps has got Frank pushed into a corner, a giant towering helix just facing Frank down, and is going to use Rush for 330 damage, putting Frank at red health. Frank playing as Springman does get enraged. He isn't even able to use it though. I can't even explain what enrage is because Scrimps just crushes him before
the rage.
Any description can happen. Frank changing things up, putting that roaster away, seeing it struggle with the clapback, is going to use the boomerang to try to get around. That popper though, reflecting straight into Frank's face, and both players have now sustained damage from Frank's own popper. Scrimps goes for a really wide grab, is not able to get it to land. And now both players are just slowly swinging away at each other, trying to find openings and get some good shots. Frank, ready with Rush, is just continuing to poke away, waiting for Scrimps to do something that just leaves him open enough that he can get a solid rush. Probably holding out on it, waiting for Scrimps to maybe set something up, go for his rush, and then Frank can safely evade and counter with his. Especially since that Tri-Blast and the clapback, they do have some really nice angles. Frank ends up seeing that grab, pops rush, Scrimps tries to counter it but is not able to recover quick enough to be able to punish. And Frank is going to run away with a healthy amount of damage. That Tri-Blast still doing wonders against Frank. Even without that rush, Scrimps is just a little bit behind Frank in terms of health, where Frank had to get that most of that rush in order to get things going. Frank jumping a lot, definitely leaving himself a little open to some of those snipes. Scrimps popping off as he finishes off Frank for the first set.
GG, Frank. Is saying yeah one time considered a pop-off?
I consider anything where you release energy in excitement and
Is that popping off?
maybe. Oh my goodness. I guess it's a pop off, but I don't know. It depends on the opinion of others. I don't know fighting game I don't.
All right. Let's take a poll. Give me a yes or a no in chat. Is this popping off?
Wait. We need an isolated sound, the version of that.
We need a soundboard.
Just
Wolf says yes.
a ringtone. I think there's already somebody is setting something up to have a ringtone of me making a noise after ingesting a ghost pepper, so we can just have to figure that for another ringtone.
I just want my royalties. That's all I want.
You get all the royalties.
Oh!
Shrimps starting off with a little bit of a lead here. We're going to be going over to Mausoleum, another stage that works pretty well for Shrimps. It's a it's a little bit larger than the Sparring Ring, and it lacks corners, but it's still small enough that Shrimps generally can apply the kind of pressure that he likes. You just can't pin somebody to a wall and have them squirm, beg for forgiveness.
Yeah, it's almost good. It's okay. When the middle breaks, it is not okay.
Oh, we'll just have to hope that Frank... It doesn't look like Frank's really interested in having that... He seems more intent in trying to find a way to get in there and try to start applying some pressure to Scrimps. But as long as Scrimps is in tower mode, he just feels too pressured and too intimidated. And a very well-timed and placed rush is going to do 290 damage. And now Frank is just one hit away from being knocked down. Gets sniped by the Tri-Blast.
Should we call an exorcist?
I mean,
I think so, Skitty.
I kind of like Scrimps though. I think he's fine as he is. Scrimps gonna start by reflecting one of Frank's roasters into his own face.
Wait. You're saying that if I am embodied by a demon right now, you want to keep it that way?
I mean, I mean, it depends on what the demon does. If it's helping,
I'm just gonna focus on my fight.
Okay, I'll just focus on commentary. And
okay. Oh, I should have confirmed that so many times.
The trampoline is knocked down. Frank is relatively low on health. Scrimps can get a little over 300 damage on his rush. That's going to be enough to take Frank down. Frank does have his rush ready though, and if he can get a solid rush and maybe one or two more hits, he can also keep himself going in this fight. That popper was working alright, but this roaster is probably a little bit safer as it doesn't have as large of a hitbox. So
what Frank I tell you about if the center opens up is not going to be good.
So Frank's far less likely to end up punching himself in the face with that roaster. That said, he did get punched once. He might do it again. But he's managing to keep himself relatively safe, using that spacing really well. Gets his rush to land. Scrimps gonna reply with a grab though, and Frank is low enough. Shield pressure could probably take him down.
Hit him!
A successful land! And runs with a 2-0 against Frank, demonstrating his authority over Frank as the leader of Scrimp Squad.
Cheers, Frank. Holy crap, man. Good game.
Oof.
Rip Helix hitbox. I know, Frank, I know. I hate fighting Helix too. Yes. Crashing's excited.
We did just have the party crash with Min Min vs Helix, so there was a lot of time for you to practice to counter Helix. Sun's on you. Scrimps is just that good.
Good stuff. 10 of 10. Would watch again. Okay, we have Eloria in here already, so now let's get our other contestant.
We can get Gaddy back in here. Frank has finished his round, so once Gaddy is in here, we will have everybody that we need.
Yes. In the meantime, I'll fight Eloria. Here we go, back again to Mausoleum.
In your advantaged home turf, the Mausoleum.
I don't know about advantage. I really don't. I like this stage very much, but
when it doesn't
okay.
break, it works. The stage works really well for you. It's just when it breaks that it feels a lot more uncomfortable for you.
Yeah.
Scrim starting off really well, catching Eloria, trying to go for that dragon arm, and is able to get 250 health right away, giving himself a healthy bit of a lead. Gonna safely evade that parabola, and is going to weaken Eloria's arms to a degree where any kind of shield pressure could potentially knock them down. That grab going to just recover those arms, but that is 150 health away. Scrim's doing a shield trick and putting that shield down without having to actually activate its charge, and is able to get a successful grab, gets one more, and that is a 85% health lead.
What's up, XTG? Serp, your group is done already? Were you in the 3-man group?
Zerp is OP. He just beat everybody up. He just plowed his way through. Even the matches he wasn't a part of, he just plowed through those ones too.
Couldn't get over it.
What is this? What am I watching? A good question, JM. This is Scrim's being completely, totally radical and awesome. But I mean, that's how Scrim's always is. Uses the shield to deflect a lot of the hits, but still ends up sustaining about 235 damage. Gets
Nice.
Double chained by the parabola, and that's going to bring the health totals to about even here. Eloria definitely doing a lot better managing this matchup here compared to the last round. Scrim's still getting a really good read and is able to get a solid grab for a lot more damage.
Oh, no.
That
That's my head.
really working out though, as it's catching Scrim's off guard in so many situations, and that grab is going to give Eloria the second round.
I got frisky that time.
The other thing too is the parabola is a strong counter for light arms such as crackers, tri-bolts, tri-blasts. So being able to utilize it and set things up well, Eloria can sometimes set themselves up in a way where they just wall out so many attacks. Gonna safely evade that rush. Takes a lot of shield pressure damage though, and is pretty vulnerable to that shield breaking at this point. Gonna go for a couple of grabs. Uses rush, but ends up getting sniped by a stray tri-blast bolt.
Oh, that was no stray. Ah!
Scrim's trying to fight away the parabola. Unfortunately, it's doing exactly what it's intended. Shield down against everything, any light arms that come towards it, and just smack Scrim's right in the face. Both players about even. Again, that parabola really working. We see choosing to have it as the dragon arm is definitely worked out, as it's just pressuring Scrim so much. He just keeps backing up trying to evade it and is not able to get around.
Oh my god.
One more time, and Eloria is going to take him down.
Very, very nice, Eloria. Good comeback.
I'm pretty sure your loadout is actually mildly hard countered by a Parasol and Parabola.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. I mean, that match was a pretty good example of that, though.
Oh my god. Why?
You're 1-1 right now in the Mausoleum, so if you can get this one to work...
Just not the same stage is all I needed.
Yeah, wait, haven't you played in here 3 times in a row now?
Yes, I have. This is not RNG, Nintendo. That's not how it works.
Nintendo has special RNG that's designed to have a higher... Once a stage is chosen, its likelihood to be chosen again is increased by 50%. And that's not like 50% of what its original value is. It just gets straight 50% higher chance. That clapback not able to stop the parabola as it... The parabola. Yeah, that's how it's pronounced. The parabola, as it's had already slipped underneath Scrims' clapback as it was slowly falling down. I like calling it a parabola though.
A para what now?
Bola. Scrims able to safely start with it. The Scrims wins the first round. Good job. He just needs to win this one to keep himself in the game, and from there he should be able to. If he's able to take Aloria down twice, I cannot English all of a sudden.
English is hard, to be honest.
It is very hard, especially when you're tired. Aloria going with the Kablammer, trying to get a punish with the Parabola. Sugar safely avoids it and counters. And we see my personal favorite arm trying to get in there, not having much luck landing, but that Parabola though, getting some really good hits in, slipping through a lot of Scrims approaches, and is able to give Aloria a successful grab as well.
Come on, clapback.
Goes straight over the clapback, and that's going to be a good grab. I honestly think Aloria should just go double Parabola here. That Kablammer manages to reach over and is able to get some damage.
I can't believe that hit me.
Scrims just getting chewed out by the Parabola though. Just constantly getting around the clapback, just slipping up by his thighs and just rubbing itself against him. And that is not something he likes. Scrims pops rush. Aloria safely recognizes that it is the time to shield and is able to avoid taking any serious kind of damage there. Scrims getting a grab though, and now Scrims has a bit of a health lead. 0 seconds. Scrims manages to meet or taste the attack and is knocked down. Scrims going to stick with the Tri-Blast clapback here. And that put Parabola and... I need to find my charging cable. And Kablammer is going to stay as the chosen loadout for this. Oh, that was kind of amusing to see the Parabola get reflected.
I keep
slowly going off to the corner.
Falling asleep on myself mid-match and just being really dumb. I've done that.
No, don't fall asleep.
No. I mean, like, mindlessly playing.
Oh, go on your activating autopilot.
Yeah, I need to stop doing that.
I was talking to Gora during the party crash, and he was saying, like, that's something a lot of healers struggle with, because it's really easy just to get comfortable with your own setup and your approach and movement.
Yeah, I can definitely see that being a goo boy issue.
So sometimes he has to just force himself out of tower mode so he stays alert.
Oh my god.
Just manages to land one single Tri-Blast.
Yo, that Parabola was about to hit me.
It was so close. You could see
my
it
god.
Slowly approaching, just being like, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
And JM, I did run in that last round, but the HP was so close. If I would have taken the whole rush to the shield, I would have lost. Oh yeah, they came back and beat me in the first one, didn't they?
Yeah, Aloria, it's 1-1 for you both right now.
Alright.
Because Aloria was able to take you down in the first one, and this one you were able to bring it back after screaming about Mausoleum for one moment.
Oh, Boomy, I know it's gonna be Mausoleum again. I don't even need to look.
Sparring ring!
Yes. Yay! All my punishment pays off.
Woo! Now we'll just have to see who's the one who gets cornered. This is the true match of the corners. If somebody gets it pressured into a corner here, I can definitely see it swinging very heavily against them. And we're going to see Scrims quickly push Aloria into a... And I feel like, unless Aloria quickly finds a way out of this, Scrimps is probably going to hold control of this matchup from here. He's got the middle. He's been pushing Aloria around a decent amount. And now, yeah, Aloria is just kind of very much stuck in these tight little spots. Gets out a little bit, but Scrimps is just constantly pushing back.
No!
Aloria gets a grab, though, and is able to take control of center ring.
That's so
Gets a
dumb.
successful stun, and both players are immediately brought to equal health pools. Scrimps pushing back, trying to get Aloria to move back into a corner where he wants her, or them. But Aloria is going to catch him with the rush before he can try to respond with his own, and Scrimps is going to eat the whole thing.
Yum.
Scrimps does have his rush ready. Aloria is also set to be pretty vulnerable with their arms weakened to a heavy degree. Ends up just getting tapped by about 50 damage. And Aloria is going to be low on health here. Pushed back into the corner once more, trying to find a moment to charge that dragon arm. And Scrimps is just going to try to take advantage of that. Aloria low on health. Scrimps not wanting necessarily to use his rush here. He seems intent on holding on to it and seeing if he can get one final snipe. Is able to successfully land it, and that Scrimps going to move on to the next round without using a single rush, and is able to keep his. Aloria just about ready to use their second one, putting away the parabola for the first this time, and is going Ram Kablammer. I could definitely see this working out, but that's it. It's the Kablammer. Maleev frowns at the Kablammer, even though she uses it in speedrunning now because it works surprisingly well against Boyle.
Maleev frowns at the Kablammer.
We need that as the command. We should change the Maleev command to, instead of me giving somebody a hug, it's just...
Are you kidding me? How did that miss?
I
The clapback, the explosion, the tri-blast all hit her. I am perplexed. I don't understand.
Scrimps gets a solid read into a grab. It's able to pressure Aloria, and Aloria is low on health here. At the magic pixel, any damage, one clapback, that's going to be enough, and that's Scrimps taking the his second set.
Very, very nice matchup, Aloria. That was close.
Scrimps, can we change my command from me giving hugs to me frowning at Kablammer?
It's too circumstantial. No, the hug is universal. I was actually just looking at my commands today, and yours is the most used. You have
wow.
like, it's been used almost 500 times.
Holy jeez.
People love hugs from you. Dime, you figured out my key. You can't whiff rush if you never use it.
This is the ultimate strategy. I'll give myself a hug there. Alright, so I guess there's a match with you versus Gaddy and then there's the Gaddy versus Aloria left.
Yeah, I think I'll just fight mine against Gaddy right now.
Alright, so we'll do Scrimps Gaddy. Fan theory. At least saying seems like Scrimps is secretly just strategizing for him.
Yeah, she's talking in my ear. She's coaching me through these matches.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That's honestly how I feel. Like I'm talking. This just reminds me of that time. Griff was in here during one of the tournament matches, and I said maybe Griff will try this strategy out, and he was just lurking in chat, so he tried it. I'm like, oh my goodness, he tried it.
Oh yeah, I remember what you're talking about.
You got this, Dad! Red cheering on his Papa Scrimps.
Red, good to see you, man. You got this, Dad!
Gaddy gonna start off trying to go for an EMP. Scrimps gonna punish that though, and is going to take center stage. Gaddy gonna push him away though with a powerful boomerang for about 100 damage. And Gaddy's definitely gonna hold control of this field. Definitely approaching this matchup very differently than Frank was, but with very similar arms. Scrimps tries to go in for a grab, is not able to get it to connect. Is
Man,
going to...
I keep moving sideways to try and dodge those boomerangs. Can't do it.
Nope. Got him forward or back.
Oh.
Gets the blast on, is not able to get the grab to connect. Following that, Clapback and Tri-Blast work really well on Helix. There goes both your arms, and that's gonna be a delicious. What tasted better, the toaster or the boomerang?
That time the boomerang.
That win has some good flavor to it. Gaddy definitely having a much more efficient approach to Scrimps than Frank did, and is able to take Scrimps down with a relatively large health lead.
Thank you, Buster, for the follow. And what's up, Busta? Good to see you.
Hoi! Sprintron is on the screen. I am invested. That's all it takes sometimes. Scrimps gonna put away the clapback and the Tri-Blast, and he's going to go double Fun Chuck. Gets the full disarm and is rewarded after immense shield pressure with a grab. Basically just getting a solid rush there. Gaddy, ready with his rush, is going to try to find a nice opening to get in there and get some damage. Scrimps going to continuously apply pressure with the double Fun Chucks and try to just keep Gaddy off his feet.
Ooh. Thank you for the bits, Busta.
Scrimps going to safely out-parry that. Still ends up needing the rush straight to the face. Gaddy going to go for another EMP. He's going to try to punish it. Safely goes over to the arm that Scrimps cannot parry with, as that arm was down, and is able to connect for 100 damage with that boomerang. Scrimps trying to set something up so he can get a nice little grab. Is not able to get it to meet. Tries to go for another grab, and he's gonna get popped off by a toaster. That time, Gaddy was a little greedy with that EMP, hoping Scrimps would time something a little bit poorly.
Why? I can never hit with these things.
They're actually pretty slow. And Gaddy's going to set up for one more EMP just to make sure he has the charged arm so he can just continually apply pressure. Gets one more poke on Scrimps, and that's going to be the first set going to Gaddy.
Nice, Gaddy. Yeah, Springtron is a really bad matchup for my Helix.
Gaddy also has a really solid approach to the matchup. Awkward is an understatement. And we're gonna see Scrimps switching over to the Master of Mumfords in the DNA lab.
Master.
We saw Helix in Mausoleum, and now we're gonna see Master Mummy in DNA lab. What is this? Scrimps, why have you swapped the stage homes? They live in they live in each other's homes now. Gaddy gonna do a couple of pokes, try to go for the MP, follows with a grab. Scrimps gonna just safely catch that and counter with his popper. Scrimps playing incredibly defensively, dancing around, trying to bait some stuff out and sight a little bit of rage from Gaddy.
What?
Gaddy gonna get his first hit in with a nice popper or boomerang. Scrimps continually trying to poke away at Gaddy, just slowing this match down to a crawl with his slow healing, just getting one or two odd popper hits for 120 damage, and Gaddy just trying to find a way to slip in and get something through. Scrimps almost healed up from taking that boomerang hit, but he's gonna get hit by a toaster just before he fully heals. No perfect for Scrimps. He's also going to eat the full face of that rush, as Gaddy was safely positioning himself to deflect that Guardian as it got really close to him. We're seeing the matchup start to speed up a little bit, with Scrimps starting to be a little more aggressive, pushing back a bit rather than just sitting there the whole time, waiting with his shield and recovering. Tempo is definitely increasing. Scrimps closing in the distance, gets his popper rush, is not able to get his Guardian to follow up though, but he still has just a little bit of a lead, and if Gaddy is able to land anything well, he might have been able to bring that back, but instead Scrimps is going to get a popper onto Gaddy's toes, and that's going to give him more than enough health to take that first round.
That's, I'm really surprised that strategy worked.
Gaddy gonna switch over to something that pressures the popper a little bit that Tri-Blast is going to cover multiple shots, and he clearly is hoping that that should be enough to allow him to get in with the Toaster as well. Scrims continuing to use that Guardian to apply a lot of pressure and just maybe getting rewarded with a shield, though that doesn't seem to be his primary objective. Just having the Guardian there be a nuisance and give himself openings with that popper is more than enough for what he needs. Gaddy gonna successfully get a rush fairly early into the match. That said, Scrims still has a pretty solid health lead, and especially without there being any Kirby arms, Scrims just safely waiting behind the pillar, getting a bit of health because, hey, he can. And Gaddy not really able to find a moment to get in there and capitalize on that. Scrims gonna pop off his rush, and lots of pop-offs apparently.
Oh no.
And Gaddy gonna successfully disarm Scrims. Only goes for a Tri-Blast charged hit. Now they both have about the similar health pool. Scrims healing up a little bit and is able to hit Gaddy, so now the lead has swapped.
Guardian, why have you betrayed me?
The Guardian betrays Scrims as Scrims shoots directly into it. And that a final Tri-Blast explosion with the Toaster is going to finish Scrims off.
I look away for 1 second and see Scrims using Thick Boy. Yes, sir.
That's why you gotta keep your eye on the screen. You gotta watch these heated matches. Final round, Scrims gonna stick with his loadout. Gaddy switching over to double Toaster, especially with all those pillars down. He definitely can get away with a more straightforward, aggressive approach. And Scrims has a lot less room to wiggle around. Even as the Grand Mumford, he is still known for his wiggles. Scrims gonna get a really solid grab. Gaddy gonna respond with a couple of solid hits with the Toaster though, and that's gonna bring both players to about equal with health. That popper is going to give Scrims a little bit of a lead here. Using that Guardian, he's going to try to stop a handful of the attacks, and Scrims just continuing to play a very defensive and patient approach. That Guardian not going to protect fully from that roaster or Toaster rush. And Scrims going to get caught off, trying to punish Gaddy's jump, but was not able to get anything.
Stupid stairs.
Gets a solid hit though with these rush and some additional damage along the way. And now Scrims with a little bit of a lead. Gaddy setting himself up though to try to get another rush ready. And if Gaddy can get that to land, or even a couple of strong Toasters, that's going to be all Gaddy needs to take this.
Nice.
That's a grab though, and that is going to be it for Scrims.
Good job, Gaddy. You made me switch to freaking Mummy, and it almost worked.
It almost works.
It almost worked. I'm surprised that was even close. Like that was if I would have thrown my charged popper through that grab, I think that might have been it.
Yeah.
That was very, very close. Which woo.
Very defensive Mumford is a wonderful Mumford.
Well, it's such a change from my Helix too.
Oh yeah. Actually, that is.
I really need to take a quick breather. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll get Gaddy and Aloria aware that we're taking a breather, and then we'll get them both to start fighting. Get back, we start. Floating human head creeps me out. I personally love the floating human head. It's a wonderful thing. It's a fun aesthetic, and it really helps him stand out, which is an important thing to do in something like Twitch, where there is thousands of people who are trying to stream right now. So many people competing for attention. Any little thing that you can do to stand out a little bit is always a wonderful thing. Oh, yes, congratulations to Scrims on the good old 2-0. Oh. Would you prefer a different species head? Good question. Skirt, skirt! Skirt, skirt! I still don't see you, but I hear the skirt, skirt.
Would you prefer a different species of head?
Can we get a turtle head?
Sure, somebody send me a turtle head, I'll wear it.
Cool.
Glusher really fascinates you?
There's a few ARM streamers. There's actually a decent amount. I think I posted at least a dozen or a dozen and a half people who stream ARMS, most of them fairly regularly. Shrimps, Hanukkah, Defer, Fellow in ARMS. Like, the Fellow in ARMS community streams a lot of ARMS. Laura does a decent amount. I actually recently haven't streamed as much ARMS, though I do have some big ARMS streams that go on. I've got the Scrapyard that I'm getting back into weekly.
The Scrapyard?
The Scrapyard. The Scrapyard. I do speedrunnings on Mondays now. Oh yeah, there's that coaching thing.
Gaddy and Aloria, go ahead.
Fight.
Fight.
Yeah. No, actually, that is a decent amount of ARM streams. They're just generally... I feel like a lot of streamers have slowly started to focus less on... Fiasco 2? Oh.
Fiasco 2 win!
When?
That was such a crazy time
That
in
was...
ARMS.
That was really fun.
Canada, yeah, win! Alright, Aloria versus Gaddy. Gaddy is 1-0? Or 1-1? Did Frank beat Gaddy?
Frank bested Gaddy. Okay, so the current standings are... Frank went 2-0, taking down everybody but you.
Yeah.
You went 2-0, taking everyone but Gaddy.
Yeah.
Gaddy is 1-0, taking you down. I think Aloria is currently has yet to win a match.
Oh, the
Gaddy!
EMP! That was deep!
Counter!
Oh, that was from the loins. Man.
He's done it. He's Devilman. And with a solid hit, that's going to be the first round for him. It doesn't look like Gaddy updated his set against you. But yeah, so this should be the last one. And we'll just quickly... I'm just going to quickly scroll through just to see what's going on with everybody else.
Okay. Aloria trying to even things up here. Gaddy has proven to be a very formidable Springtron. That Boomerang doing a lot of work. More Angry Robot today is good. Busta, I take it you are a Springtron main.
Oh yeah, Buster's a die-hard Springtron main.
I love it. There are like 2 of those, so that's awesome.
He's also the host of Wednesday Night Fights, I think, and also he was the one that had... Oh my goodness, why can't I remember things? But the 2 of the tournaments that I just recently went to, 2 local things.
Yeah. I know he's a local TO. Aloria moving forward with the rush. Is going to use it and hit Gaddy throughout 1 extra arm. 405 is the damage. Whoa. Aloria now a pretty nice lead here, at least 200 HP. But gets hit. Gaddy coming for the hunt. Oh, but hit again by that Kablammer, and that could be it. Gaddy's not even going to go for the rush. Accepts defeat. 1 round apiece.
Go on, Aloria! As much as I harp on the Kablammer, I personally love seeing it being used in a way that allows a player to have an advantage in a match. It's a huge exploding hammer. What's there not to like outside of it being incredibly slow and the worst arm?
Gaddy
gets
310 off the rush. Now has the EMP charge. Aloria's almost a half HP already. Just letting Gaddy freely EMP. Oh no.
Gets another EMP rush punish.
These are happening so deep within the frames. About to get hit in the face. Again, Gaddy is just EMP crazy right now. It is working.
He is EMPing all over Aloria.
Oh no.
And that's going to be a connected rush to finish off Aloria, keeping Gaddy with the first set.
Yeah, Nobi, you're right. Nobi saying Aloria should be more aggressive after the Tron knockdown. You pretty much have to be. You have to at least put on pressure with your arms, otherwise they're going to get that free EMP.
Indeed.
I really don't care when they get EMP because I'm Helix and they can't hit me. Ever.
A big thing that a lot of players are slowly learning, and some need to learn, is sometimes it's safer to, when you see something like a Spring Trunk going for EMP or a Max Brass bulking up or a Min Min going for that Dragon Arm. Well, maybe not the Min Min going for the Dragon Arm because she can't really punish when you try to attack her in the face when she's charging. But a lot of the other characters actually have really good setups and an understanding on how to counter you trying to punish their EMP or bulk up. Like a Brass can easily deflect and then just go for a grab, and then, oh look, he didn't need to bulk up, he just got a grab and now he's in the lead again.
Yeah. Raj, what's up, man? Good to see you. Controversial hair? Yeah, it's hair. It's on my head.
It's wonderful hair. The Scrimps is evolving.
It is growing. Yes, the Scrimp is becoming a mammal. I almost said my hair is becoming a shrimp. That would be a little weird.
Wait.
That'd be like Medusa. Mashrimpa?
You're growing Scrimps? You're growing Scrimps! Just on top of your head, there's just a bunch of little...
Don't look me in the eyes or you'll turn into a shrimp.
Too late.
And flipping behind Gaddy. Alright, Gaddy looking for the win here. Aloria needs to pull it back in order to move on. Gaddy with some nice dash work.
Going to get caught by that Kablammer though, and now Aloria has that center stage. Gaddy gonna push back though with a well-aimed rush for 300 damage. Gets that EMP, and now he's just gonna go try to wail on Aloria. He's got a solid 10 seconds. Not able to get all of it to connect though, as that Parabola is just being a beast.
Yeah, if Aloria can get close to you, this is super dangerous. I experienced a little bit of that.
Indeed.
It's kind of funny how in Sparring Ring these massive pressure techniques usually work because of the small angles.
The small angles, all the corner. And as anybody knows from seeing me play Kirby, corners are one of my least favorite things. They've killed so many of my friends.
Oh, and Aloria gets poked out of Rush.
But that
still gonna get
is
the
going
round.
To connect.
Hitting with the wrist of the Kablammer.
Might not be the head, but the wrist is still a mighty tool.
Back behind Aloria now. And yeah, guys, players be ready to move on here after this match, or the one after it will likely be the very last match, because our group has taken quite a while. You can blame me for those best of threes.
And need to run off for a few moments and get a breather after well-fought match.
There's another
and that
Parabola landing. Gaddy down below half health. Another one. Uh-oh. Oh, wow.
Gonna safely dodge, even with Gaddy being able to deflect that. Just not able to get an opening, and that's gonna be another connected Parabola.
And I cannot believe we're gonna see this set beat Gaddy-Shack.
Do it, Aloria! I want to see this happen.
Oh yeah, it's just that splash damage is gonna get there sometime.
And that's
This
gonna
better
be it.
become a Sushi Striker stream upon release.
Oh,
Scrimp Sushi Striker stream supreme.
Raj sub.
Raj, thank you for the 8 months in a row, my dude. I really appreciate you. He says this better become a Sushi Striker stream upon release. Shrimp's Sushi Striker stream supreme.
That sounds like something I would watch.
A 7-hour and 77-minute Sushi Striker stream.
That would be supreme.
All the screw faces, yes.
And if
right.
I'm not mistaken, this is the final set here. Much larger, more protective stage for Gaddy to work with.
Yeah, I see this going a bit better for Gaddy. He has switched back to the boomerang as well.
And with all this open space, he's definitely going to be able to find his way around Aloria's attacks. That grab, though, just immediately pushing Gaddy into a corner.
I think Gaddy went for the deflect, which is bold, because if you get the timing wrong, that's what happens. Aloria moving forward, now gonna waste rush. Gaddy fires back, and it is a clean exchange. No damage done.
Now we've got a huge open stadium between the two. Gaddy gonna just safely go out and grab 2 EMPs and try to use that to start applying pressure. That Parabola, though, catching him off guard, and that's gonna disable his EMP.
Splash damage hits again for Aloria.
And just another casual tap from the Kablama.
Oh, and if Aloria would have been a little patient, could have triggered that rush. A little shield break? No, not gonna go for it. And Gaddy has to use rush defensively, and it's anyone's match. Next hit wins.
That rush
7
was
months. I need a
Aloria was
command
just
lull.
too far away there. Aloria has the lead by a hair. And is able to use that hair to take this first round.
Aloria using her nice noodle hair. Winning it by a noodle width. Nobi, thank you very much for the resub. 7 months in a row. He says 7 months I need a command. Yeah, you do, Nobi. I guess you should just be like the Chilla Killa or something by now.
Or you can have the command where you look down on the Kablammer. Please.
No.
We need a command where people look down on the Kablammer.
Nobi respects the Kablammer. I don't know if that's true. I don't think anybody respects Kablammer.
I mean, Aloria definitely does, and Gaddy really needs to in this match. Because
Yeah, Gaddy needs to.
Serious damage here.
Oh no! Too late on the rush the rusher from Aloria. Gaddy undamaged. Looking for this final 200 HP.
Getting a little too feisty with those
Yeah.
EMPs. He's gonna get with a grab.
For no reason, really.
I think he was just showing off there.
Yeah. Feeling a little fancy about himself.
Gets back on his feet and is able to get a couple of boomerang hits in, and that's all he's gonna need. Be a damage.
Nice head. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate that. I've been working really hard on it.
It's a good head.
I've been growing it for 27 years.
I really like the aesthetic of the stage too. Just look at all the details. I really like the fire too. That just had nice little.
Yeah, I love the details. Like, I like that you can see the gaps in the ground up until the point where your arm gets caught on one.
Yeah.
Or like a grab gets caught on. You don't even have to hit the stairs. You can hit the things that run sideways up the stairs. If you hit that, it'll shoot your grab down.
Yeah.
It's very problematic.
Maybe just a pinch. And Aloria is in a little bit of a situation, backed into a corner.
Oh my.
Is able to safely start pushing themselves out with a solid lead against Gaddy.
Wow.
Gets 2 more hits in with the Parabola. I think
I really like this combination.
I think Aloria's got this.
Yeah, Aloria with the massive comeback here.
This loadout works really well on Min, and it's actually really entertaining to like that.
It is, because even when Aloria's beat in the air with that Parabola, oftentimes the heaviness of the Kablammer is there to cover it up, so he can almost expose himself on purpose just to hit with that Kablammer.
And Loria set up in a position where if Gaddy is able to connect this rush, I think Gaddy will be able to do enough damage.
Yeah, Aloria just needs to shield here.
Successfully shields, and that is the match.
Wow,
Aloria
the full
taking this
comeback.
2-1 against Gaddy.
Huge matchup.
That was intense.
Alright, and we'll wait for that score to come in. We will look at the challenge groups together.
Together!
Here we are, Group A, Incredible Met and Patson moving on. Guys, while I'm going through this, if anything is wrong, throw it up in Twitch chat, Discord, let me know. You should have already let me know so we can move forward, but just make sure everything's right because I can't fix it. Group B, Twin 5-0 and Alo moving up. Serp and Zahn coming out of Group C. Group D is Nobi and Luna Gabs. Group E looks like they're finishing up their last match.
They have finished it, it just looks like it's not updated.
Okay, so AK, Lewis, Program, and Lola Faso, you guys write in your last match, please. Group F, it'll be me and Frank moving out. Group G, Uran and Maraboto. Group H, Dart and Comet. Group I, Para and Rifa. And Y Josh and Slosh going from Group J. So as soon as this Group E is filled in, then we can start taking predictions from the crowd.
While we are waiting, we might as well talk about a splashing event that's coming up right away.
Splashing. Yeah, it's actually sneaking up on us now.
It is.
June 1st, Smash and Splash in the Kalahari Resort, Wisconsin Dells. Gonna be an amazing local tournament. Smash Brothers, Splatoon, and ARMS. We're gonna go play our switches on water slides because you guys are awesome and you funded Redengard to go. So the Shrimpy boys are showing up and we're splashing out. And I'm gonna win SNS. Dan, thank you for the follow. So did we figure out who won that? I can just fill it in if we know.
I think Lewis ended up winning. From what it looks like.
Okay, that's not going to affect anything anyway, so that works for me. Okay, there we go. And the group stage. So now we will start accepting predictions. I will put this link in chat. That is where the bracket is. All you gotta do is go to that page, hit create a prediction, click on who you think is going to win or drag them in. Once you have your final matchup, remember to scroll down and select your ultimate winner with the score.
You know who I'm gonna vote is gonna win this.
Do I?
Yeah.
But I am gonna take it off that screen because, like I've said before, I'm always right. So I can't have everybody having a 100% correct bracket, you know, that'd be weird. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, lots of good matchups down the stretch today. Yeesh.
There's actually some really good matches that are going to be. Let's see.
Alright. I have submitted my prediction.
Oh. I'm just gonna assume that that's a tough pick.
What? Gaddy, if you could please back out of this arena if you're still there. Check your prediction name. Okay.
Let's see.
We've got 5 predictions in. Man, I just want to win one for once. The prediction formerly known as Frank's prediction by the artist formerly known as Frank. Holy
Oh
crap.
my goodness.
Oh my god.
That's quite the chain.
We've got 6 predictions in. And for round 1, we don't need to vote because I'm fighting. So regardless of what happens, we will take a vote on round 2. Watch a match from that. Same with round 3, and then we'll watch the 2 semis and the final. MLM 31. Who's got enough to get it done?
Alright, my prediction is done. I believe in you.
You believe in me?
I believe in you.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Patson, I made bracket. Whoop whoop. Really happy to see how you grew this community and how you've grown as a streamer. Keep on keeping on, bro. Mooch, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. And yes, I am very happy to see that the community has grown to this level too, and that they still like the game, because I love it. We're trying to get that arms too, baby! You predicted me getting to round 3? Why? Because then I have to fight either you or Nobi? And you know you're going down. I don't even know where this recent good play from me is coming from, because I really only play ARMS on Mega League Monday. Last week I did Fight Club too, but outside of that I may have played like 5 friendlies. Yes, players, you can start your round 1. And Lewis, please join me or Malieve.
I'm trying to get them to send me a friend request.
Okay, perfect. And make sure your bracket is in. I'm about to stop taking predictions. Is Challenge dead? That wouldn't be good.
Challenge seems to be working well, at least to me.
Okay. It didn't die for me. I just saw it in chat.
I'm gonna go look for his friend code now, because I should be receiving it right away.
Yeah, for
There
sure,
it is.
Mooch. Challenge just died for you too, Frank? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it's dead. Well, that's inconvenient. I'll take a screenshot.
Yeah, screenshot would be a good idea. I'll probably
Okay.
take a screenshot and try to play with.
So, if you're worried about your matchup, I just took a screenshot. I'll put it in Discord. Done, save. And there we go. Okay, so in ARMS Mega League channel in the Discord, I put the bracket in there in case you guys don't know who you're fighting.
And it looks like we've got Lewis in here ready to fight.
Nice. Okay. Oh wow, I almost readied up as Master Mummy.
I mean, if you want to.
I mean, he has a Helix badge. Which makes me think that he might be a Helix, so...
I'm not gonna
I'm
tell
gonna-
you what his friend icon was, because that might be a hit. I'm just gonna set things up.
He's a brown Helix.
Oh my goodness.
There can only be one brown Helix.
There can
Challenge is
only-
back. Okay.
Okay.
That didn't take long.
Oh, it's back. Oh, praise Helix.
Double nades too? Okay. I see you, Lewis.
That's a very aggressive Helix right there. And also can be pretty risky. But used well, double nades can be a really dangerous tool on Helix. Lu's going to start off pretty well with a couple of nice hits, gets a solid grab in, and that's going to be Lewis with a bit of a health lead though. Scrim's able to get a couple of cracker shots in and keep that health pool relatively equal. Lewis effectively leaping over these clapbacks. Also, I have no idea how. Like, I played Helix for 3-4 hours during Party Craft, and I couldn't get any of this to work. You two are magic.
Why's he gotta be brown though? I feel like he's mocking me. Nobody's a brown Helix.
It's a mirror match.
Yeah.
Both players relatively low on health. Both also have used up their rush. Scrim's slowly charging his up a little bit more, but as long as Lewis is swinging his punches, he should be able to get his up and ready within equal time. And that line is going to put Lewis in the lead with rush and his abilities. There's going to be a
No!
rush,
I have a clapback!
and the nade was just a little bit too high for Scrim's back, and we're
I have a
knock him
shield!
down.
It has one job!
He had the high ground, Anakin.
He didn't have crap. I met him in the air.
At least from what I saw, he was slightly higher in the air. Scrim switching over to a much more aggressive base of loadout, putting that clap back down and going with Tri-Blast Cracker. Both arms that can generally get countered by a well-aimed nade, but also larger arms that can oftentimes get around those attacks and possibly get some solid snipes in there. Lu's gonna continue to throw a couple of nades here and there, just trying to get that damage in, able to make some of them meet. Scrim's waiting things out, seeing where that rush is gonna be coming from, and just being generally really patient with his plays. Recognizing that Lewis wasn't gonna pop his, goes for his. Lewis effectively evades Scrim's though and gets a solid amount of damage in there, and that's Lewis with a decent health lead. Scrim's trying to bombard Lewis with power mode, is not able to get anything to work as Lewis just kind of punches through with a couple of nade hits. Lewis going to evade Scrims and get a successful grab, putting Scrims down to the lowest of health pools. Pretty much anything aside from a stray explosion will take Scrims down. Scrims gets a successful grab, putting Lewis to 50% health. Lewis is now ready with Rush. Scrims has to quickly bring him down to 25% health. Lewis is going to pop Rush and tries to bait something out, but Scrims instead going to...
No! I can't even hit him one time! Just chip damage is all I needed!
And that just was not enough. Lewis sat there, rather than evading and trying to get up, let the timer go down, and that's Lewis going to be taking the first set.
I am high-key furious that I got matched up with a Helix.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. How are you gonna come up against the counter now? Oh, well, I don't even know what words I used.
I'm gonna try and punch his head off.
Oh, okay.
See if that works.
Good strategy. Scrim's going to go with the Fun Truck Cracker here. Lewis sticking with the double nades. Those explosions and just the aim that Lewis can have using double nades is definitely really powerful and really dangerous. That Fun Truck, though, should be pretty effective at outboxing both of those nades, and having a relatively large hitbox should effectively protect Scrims from most of these attacks. Scrims hiding behind the tower, being very patient himself, Lewis trying to find a nice, trying to apply pressure, but Scrims, especially with that front chuck, is able to push back a lot of these attacks. Just a lot more efficient, a lot more dangerous, and Lewis is struggling to find a way to work around this front chuck. Able to connect a couple of hits, both players ready with Rush now. Lewis probably trying to save his at this point to counter Scrims' Rush, as he's probably pretty confident in his Rush being able to just straight up outbox Scrims. Both going for some grabs. Helix's hitbox very interesting though, and it allows both of them to safely evade what normally would be a successful grab from at least one of the two. That Cracker, Bishop has a huge hitbox and is able to hit even while he is in puddle form. And Lewis going to start trying to close in the gap, put some more pressure in the last 10 seconds. Scrims going to safely keep his distance and is able to get one more secure hit in there.
What's up, Griff?
It could only be one Ruby Helix. Lewis trying to find a different arm that might work. He's going to switch over to the Toaster. Generally, faster arms, they recover more quickly. They do have a bit of homing to them though. Doesn't always work in the Helix-Helix matchup. But they are generally just much more reliable and much safer. And it looks like Lewis is probably hoping to use that to his advantage. Helix gets caught by, or Lewis gets caught by a handful of grabs in a row. It looks like Lewis concedes on this set. And Scrims is going to come back and bring us to a third set after getting a perfect.
Challenge is back up. Excellent. I didn't hit start tournament yet. If you guys didn't get your prediction in, you can still do that really quick. And yes, Josh, this is final stage. So I'll give you guys a minute to do that.
I think Lewis concedes.
Yeah, I think Lewis just said he has to go.
Yeah.
Well, okie dokie. So... yeah, Josh, you should be fighting Rifa right now.
Go and fight.
Yeah, GG, Lewis.
GG. You did a great job.
Yes.
It was a glorious mirror match.
I wanted to see what was going to happen in that third round.
I could switch over to be a poopy Helix and run around with nades and toast. You want to get something settled?
No thanks.
It won't be nearly as glorious as Lewis's though.
No, Slosh. I won a bracket game for the first time last MLM, so very close. But hey,
he got really close last week to also move on in semi. Mistaken.
Yeah, very close. All right, that is gonna be it for the predictions. I am going to start the tournament now. We got 17 predictions. I like it.
That's a solid amount of predictions. Who's the most voted for candidate out of these guys? It better be Scrims.
I don't know how to look at that.
Oh. Fair enough.
Looks like Dart has won over Maraboto. Joshua over Rifa. And we're just waiting on Zahn and Nobi.
We could.
So, what are you about to say?
Oh wait. Well, I was gonna say we could do voting to see what matches, but we kind of have to see the Scrims versus Lewis match.
Yeah, this one's gonna be me, and then round 3. Even if I win, we'll see a different round 3 matchup.
Scriface.
At least one.
Yo, Jakers, thank you. 8 months of Twitch Prime in a row. Thank you so much. Appreciate the love, the support.
Resub hype.
Resub hype. Scrimps almost won the whole tourney. Yeah, Patson. Someday that's gonna happen.
I can't wait to see that day. I am legit excited.
I might cry and retire if I ever win one of these. Just
Retire and just be a team organizer and tournament, or a team leader and tournament organizer.
Yeah, I've vowed never to touch the sticks again.
Except for chilling and having fun.
Of course.
If that ever happens, then I'll start doing these, and then we'll watch me do all the matches again. Wait, no, we'd have to have a special host who needs to have that glorious arc as they slowly climb up. So you'd have to have let's see, who would be a cool replacement then? Like have like, I don't know, but somebody else who would
replacement.
Like
for
you,
what?
Because you wouldn't be competing anymore because you won yours and you retire. So we'd have to, and we can't have somebody, or we can't have me here because we need somebody who's doing the climb to try to win one day. So I would go back into competing casually. I wouldn't be commentating, but you would commentate the co-host as they try to climb their way through. So like say Patson or Superior or Maruboto would be your co-host then, and they would try to climb.
Griff, that darn Wario panel's making bits loosen from my pocket. Oh man, if you guys haven't seen the new info panels, check them out, because Griff redid them for me and they are amazing. Thank you for the 95 bits, Babadaboopy. Yes, everyone, start your round 2. I'm gonna fight Luna Gabs, and then we'll be on for the next round.
You got this, Scrimps! You can do it! It turns out it's another Helix.
Oh, but it is a Ribbon Girl, and watch it have a Slapamander. Wouldn't that be fun?
I think we've seen Luna a couple of times here.
Oh, no Mander. We've got a Phoenix and a Burchuck, though. That looks dangerous.
And that spicy roaster. And we're gonna start off Luna getting a nice quick hit right from the start. Scrim's gonna go with the clapback Funchuck here, a relatively defensive and a powerful tool. Generally built so that he can safely counter Ribbon Girls as they're leaping through the air, as the Funchuck has a really large hitbox, and that clapback can push back relatively well as they dance around, especially with how powerful its homing is. And we see Scrimps getting a few decent hits in there, even reflecting Luna's own roaster back into their face. Luna gets rush ready. Scrimps gonna be able to slither in and get himself a really nice rush, or grab. Luna gonna respond with a grab of their own. Scrimps waiting things out, trying to see if he can find a moment to bait out a rush. He's gonna safely block 95% of that entire rush with 2 separate clapback setups.
That was almost wicked.
That was wicked. You took 105 damage for 300, and that grab destroys 2 tubes. 2 tubes!
Yeah, Frank, this is the only round 2 match we're gonna stream, and then regardless, even if I win, we'll stream an extra one next round. And Luna switches sides, okay.
Luna switching her arms over to the opposite side. Generally, that's not something you see a lot of players do. Most of them are generally too comfortable with a specific setup, so they can't really do that. Though it's a really effective tool for those who are capable of doing it, as it allows their arms to kind of approach in different ways, which might give them some more opportunities. Luna able to get a successful grab. With all the pillars gone, Scrimps is definitely left a lot more in the open, and Luna is taking advantage of that, getting some really solid hits in there. And especially with that health lead, Luna's in a position where they can just be a lot more defensive and evasive and just focus on making sure they don't get hit and capitalizing on any mistakes Scrimps might make himself. That said, Scrimps does have a lot of opportunities. He's consistently throwing out his attacks. He's putting solid positions with that clapback, almost getting several reflects back into Luna.
How the
And
heck
Luna
did that
gets
get
a
through?
solid grab just off to the side of the clapback. Both of them exchange. Scrimps had no health left though, so Luna is going to be able to take him down. That's going to bring our first set to a 1-1.
Hopefully the quickness of the cracker will help a bit. So far I'm just taking roasters to the groin.
Luna going to go with Rush here. Scrimps going to safely evade it. Tries to pop, quickly respond with his own Rush. Is not able to make a connect. And that roaster is going to go straight exactly to where Scrimps has been talking about. And that's going to be another 140 damage. Scrimps gets a solid read. Sees Luna holding out that and is going nice. Gets a second one off of a successful block into parry. And that's going to bring Scrimps to a lot closer of a health pool to Luna. That said, Luna has Rush ready. Is going to
good one.
that movement. Gets the Phoenix to land at the last moment. The first set is going to go to Luna. Yeah, most people generally stick to their right arm because most are right-handed. I seem to be one of the odder ones out where most people, or I've actually had people ask me if I'm left-handed because I generally like using my defensive arm on my right hand and then my more offensive arm on my left hand. So you see the Funchuck, you use my right hand, and I use that for all my blocking. I am right-handed though. I just, for whatever reason, feel like I want to use my right arm for more defensive properties. As odd as that is.
I don't know what to use.
Biffler works pretty well. Hydra works pretty well. Funchuck was working really well for you. Maybe trying to outbox her might be a good option if you go with a solid glove.
Nah. I'm not boxing anybody.
Ooh, Burchuck could be pretty cool.
I seem to be an otter. Yes, Griff.
Wait, when did I say that? I don't remember saying that. Oh no. Scrim's gonna go with the Biffler here. Luna gonna stick with that roaster and the Phoenix. Scrim's gonna start off with a pretty solid hit and a successful grab. Luna gonna respond with a knockdown. It's a bit of a trade here. And Scrimps is gonna run off with a little bit of a lead here. That Biffler definitely working out a little bit better for him, with it being a really fast arm, covering Ribbon Girl's head, so if she tries to jump, she pretty much just gets sniped right from the get-go. Especially with Helix looming over her. Both players start throwing a flurry of attacks, just finding those openings, finding those moments to try to get some. Scrim's gonna catch Luna's rush and is able to knock her down before start punching.
You alright over there?
Oh yeah, I'm good. It's just the same thing as it's been for the last week and a half or whatever.
Yeah.
Luna tries to respond to Scrimps' grab with one of her own, but ends up missing due to Helix's mobile properties. Going to have Rush ready again. Scrimps has yet to use his. Doesn't need to though. Gets 2 solid chain hits off with the Biffler, and that's going to knock Luna down. And we see Scrimps changing to the ultimate loadout. The most feared, the most intimidating, the double Funchuck. Luna gonna start off catching a breathing, opening through those Funchucks to get a solid roaster, and following up with a nice grab. Going to catch Scrimps with their rush as well, bringing Scrimps to about 30% health. And he's going to taste another 140 damage from that roaster. Scrimps accepting that brute beating. He's going to take the loss relatively quickly to try to make sure that Luna doesn't get too much rush charged up from that.
Yes.
And is just going to go straight back into the Biffler and clapback. Trying something out doesn't always work out, and we see that with that. Scrim's gonna start off with a really nice rush of 305 damage. And he's going to use that Biffler to be able to get a couple of really good hits in. Gets a nice solid grab, and now it's pretty much a reflection of that previous round that just happened. Luna going to fight back though. Not going to accept defeat. Going to go for rush. Shrimp's going to safely block most of it. Does get a chip a little bit out after his shield is broken, but he does get a reflect on that Phoenix, getting some serious damage on Luna and keeping her knocked down. That Biffler continuing to apply a lot of pressure. Shrimp's keeping that clapback up just as an extra obstacle that makes it really difficult for Luna to find an opening to get some damage in there. Shrimp's goes for a grab, is not able to get it to connect, is able to continue to apply pressure. Luna about ready with rush. Before Luna could fully get rush ready though, Shrimps is able to land one more Biffler. And now it's 1-1 for both of these contenders.
I don't use the Biffler ever, so this is something for me.
I generally, even though the Biffler is a bit fast, recovers more quickly, I personally prefer the Hydra, just because it's always 3 heads where the Biffler turns into 1 head when it's charged. Though Hydra also doesn't have that arc that can catch players as they jump sometimes. Nicey.
Having to make some strange life choices here. Oh, I don't want to be on DNA against a ribbon. I want her out in the open. He's going Tri-Blast now.
Ooh. If you're slippery enough, I'm sure you can find a way. Both of these arms pretty much mirrors of each other, plus or minus the explosion effect. That clapback actually can be really dangerous for that Tri-Blast and could cause it a lot of problems. Shrimp's able to start off applying a lot of really strong pressure and is able to get a bit of a health lead here. Luna trying to get that regular pressure of the Tri-Blast to hit Shrimps, but it is relatively small, especially with Ribbon Girl's smaller girth size of her arms, and Shrimps is able to have a relatively easy time just kind of slipping around it, making some really safe dodges, and being able to find some good moments to get some damage, and even getting a Phoenix reflect onto Luna. Second pillar goes down. Shrimps is slowly trying to keep himself nice and protected behind some pillars or near some ground, especially with the wide range of the Tri-Blast. He can definitely put himself in a safe spot for some of those wider attacks. Luna generally keeping to the open, starts moving, just generally trying to stay out in the open, and is trying to make sure Shrimps is also left out in the open with little freedom for himself. Goes behind a pillar once she recognizes that there is that pressure of Shrimps having rush ready. Shrimps going to land. Goes 295 damage, not enough to finish things off. Now both players about at 1 hit to win it. Luna gonna go for rush, is able to connect just enough and gets the finishing touch, giving Luna the first round. Shrimp's gonna change over, and we are now go with the double buff. These gloves have incredible homing, incredible recovery, decent speed, and a good amount of damage on them. They are generally really good pressure tools. We're gonna see if they are well known to be used by specific high-end players such as Gore Magala and Max Sharp of Japan. We're gonna see if Shrimps is able to use it to a degree equal to how they generally would manage this. Shrimps definitely has rush advantage here, with those gloves being relatively big and generally outboxing the Tri-Blast, and Shrimps is going to use that to his advantage to get 255 damage off the rush. Luna going to continue to apply pressure though. Shrimps catching her with a grab, and that's going to put him a little bit into the lead. Really needed that rush that he was able to land, and he's going to maybe he'll need to try to push himself to get another rush ready, as Luna is able to continually apply pressure and keep herself nice and safe, getting a couple of really strong hits in there too. Shrimp's low on health, gets
Nice grab.
caught in a grab, and that is going to be the end of Shrimp's
Good
story
stuff,
in
Luna.
this Big League Monday.
Ban Ribbon Girl forever from everything. That's how I feel right now. Rip my bracket too, Boomy. Rip my soul. Rip the player I thought I was.
You did good.
Rip playing Ribbon Girls in this game, period.
I do recall Gore saying that Ribbon Girl is a relative matchup, so it's a lot more of a struggle, especially if you're used to dealing with matchups where you might be more advantaged. Especially with dominating tools like the clapback not really working out for you. Let's see, what kind of tools would be pretty useful? What would be some good counter tools for you to use against a Ribbon Girl? Hydra's always good. If the Ribbon Girl is higher than you, like you play Helix, so I probably wouldn't recommend the Blorb or the Glusher, but Blorb, Glusher, Whammer, Kablammer are generally good tools against a Ribbon Girl, provided you know how to aim or when to aim. Burchuck would probably work pretty well for you, as it could outparry a lot of it, or outbox a lot of attacks, and it has a huge hitbox. It is relatively slow though. Let's see, what else? Nades are actually pretty decent, especially on Helix. That said, that nerf might slow you down too much. I'm not sure how well that would work. Roaster could be a good hit, tool to snipe Ribbon Girls, as it moves really fast, and you get really good at aiming with it. That said, depends on the Helix. I'd probably say Toad would be safer. Parasol and Parabola would probably do pretty good too. Ooh. That was a noise. Scrims, I'm sending you hugs.
Thank you.
Alright, so it looks like round 2 is finished up, so I guess we're going to be looking to see which 2 of round 3 we are going to be streaming.
Yes, let's get a vote going for round 3. Which match are we going to see?
Vote now, 13, 14, 15, or 16. We do have 2 that are going to be streamed, so I guess vote on the top 2 that you want to see.
Discord is crashing. Oh, nice.
Everything is crashing.
1 vote for 16, 2 for 13, 3 for 13.
Ooh, people really want to see the Nobi Superior fan matchup.
Okay, 13 it is. Serp and Nobi, join me. Let's do this. This is, we'll do this match from round 3 and then on to the semis after this one. So everybody from round 3, go ahead and start. Nobi and Serp, join me. All these 13s and it's not even Friday. I see you, Caddy. There's Nobi.
And we just need Serp to hop in here.
God. I'm so mad I can feel it in my face.
I noticed. I can feel it from here. Alright, so... I'll try to carry on as you collect your... You did great, Scrims. You deserve a break. From here, can we get Superior?
I don't want to break, I just want to break Ribbon Girl in half.
Ah, fair
And
enough.
throw her out the window.
Toss her like
Alright.
she tosses people with her grabs.
Yep, just that easy. Just toss her 400 yards. That feeling when I come into Scrisalt. Hey, Sir Rosa, about 8 p.m. every Monday, you can come see my salt. Because I lose every time I make it to brackets. 400-yard toss is a long, long wait. That's what I'm saying, Boomy. Per half of her body. Okie dokie. Looks like we got Serp, Nobi. They're ready. Okay. Got you guys. I want to throw someone a quarter mile. Not just someone, Ribbon Girl, specifically. But alright, we are seeing the number 1 Max Brass is... Nobi might be the number 1 Twintel right now as well. So, either way, a very, very competitive matchup. Nobi and Serp, 2 of the most common MLMers that are out there. Serp going with his beloved Sparky. Nobi actually coming out with a Slap-O-Mander here instead of his Chillas for that knockdown power on the heavy. Well, number 1 Max Brass in North America, his rank. Rosa. That's what I'm talking about. But Nobi is laying it on. Looks like Serp was trying to get close, and that was not working out either.
Oh. Was I not even chatting?
No, you're here now.
I am here now. I guess Discord was down for me too. I thought I was up and running, but...
Oh, that would explain why you were gone, because everybody was saying Discord was dead.
Yeah, it seemed to be
perfect
going
sense.
fine for me, but... Apparently
But no.
wasn't.
Serp turning up the pressure now. That's 2 stun grabs, and HP's almost even. If Nobi gets hit by this rush, it's over for him. After that huge lead, the Max Brass comeback not going to happen. Nobi connects with rush.
Yeah, I was just rambling to the void then, apparently. I mean, that
Was
happens.
it any useful ramblings?
It was commentary on the match. A couple of things that I couldn't make note of that I say. I was actually concerned about how Serp is going to do as he's running with the Sparky and the Chocolate that last round. And both of those are relatively slow arms, especially against Twintel who could just slow things down. I felt like Nobi was really advantaged there.
Yeah, I think that the Tri-Bolt and Tri-Blast are probably the 2 best weapons against Twintel, so I'm surprised Serp didn't come out with that, but he has it now.
Nobi
And
didn't use Rush to save
Yep.
himself.
Yep, Nobi's so patient with his rush. He doesn't have a care in the world if it's just for defense.
Serp gonna catch him with a stun into grab combo though, and Nobi is at a low half health already. That said, Nobi's definitely worked up from a ladder like this before, and you can very much see him do that again. He just needs to be patient, catch those dashes, get some really solid lands with those roasters.
Yeah, Serp in a really nice spot right here. He has the health advantage, and he has that comeback factor. Combos a Tri-Bolt into itself, both players with rush now. Serp looking for that kill shot. Just one poke will do it. Nobi is known for some stellar comebacks as well. He closes in for a grab. 4 seconds remain. I don't think it can be done. It cannot.
Gets 2 fancy grabs, but that's just, yeah, it's just not gonna do it here.
Nobi quickly approaching Serp. Maybe wants to get this rush off early, and does. A really good shield dash there.
And quickly starts backing away, acknowledging that Serp still has his rush, and he's probably itching to use it now. That's a couple of really nice reads and some solid hits. Catching Serp's probably arrogance, as he's just feels really pressured to get something going, especially with Nobi coming in so quickly, getting a solid rush off. Now he feels like he needed to get his. Manages to land it, but now at the cost of so much of his health. And if this could shield break, it doesn't shield break, but Serp comes in a little too quickly, and that's going to knock him down.
Yep, that was a very tight matchup. Nobi going up 1-0.
Para, if you can hear me, I'm looking for your friend code right now so I can get it to Dart.
If you're out there!
Or if anybody else can quickly reference to his friend code and send it to me, or send it to Dart Remix, that would be greatly appreciated.
Problem solvers. We would all be screwed if Discord went down.
It would be very complicated.
We would have no friends again.
No!
I don't want to go back to having
like
no friends.
Don't tell me. I mean, I guess we could turn all communications to be on Twitter.
Yeah, I guess we'd be alright for the most part.
We just couldn't do voice chat. Like, oh my goodness, imagine having to go back to Skype or like Ventrilo.
Talk about dinosaurs.
Oh. I'll have to use my cell phone to call you and we'll do a voice chat.
Put it on speaker and just record it that way through the mic.
There you go.
Sound really good.
Best
Speaking
quality.
of sounding really good, that cack of the Tri-Bolt keeps hitting Nobi right in the neck. And there it is. Serp doesn't... He probably got hit 2 times that whole match.
That noise is just traumatizing. Okay, cool. Thanks, Dart.
Serp not a fan of the pillar stages.
But doing a really good job, at least in that first round. Maybe he doesn't like them, but maybe Nobi dislikes them even more, especially with what he's doing here.
Serp, nice approach here. Oh, quick roaster from Nobi. Finally starting to counter strike a bit here. Nobi being really cautious. And it's paying off. Serp was having a hard time getting in, but that rush gonna land. Nobi close to his rush now. Clean parry right there. Right in his face, and then just did nothing.
And Serp is going to almost dodge it, but that roaster is going to connect at the last possible moment. And that's going to give Nobi an opportunity to start bringing this back. That said, there's still a lot of health on Serp, and Nobi can not take like anything, especially considering the fact that Serp is going for...
There it is. Serp's got the buff now. Nobi needs another 2-3 charged hits, and Serp immediately hits the head of Nobi with that Tri-Bolt. And just like that, it's 1-1.
We're going to be streaming Slosh and Twin50 as well, if I'm not mistaken, yes?
We are streaming the semifinals and the finals after this.
Oh, okay, so those two are good to go.
Yeah. This is the only one from this round.
And we're gonna see them face off in the sparring ring. Nobi switching over to double roaster.
Double roaster, you gotta love seeing Nobi with double glove.
Thought double chiller was scary. Now it's double hot. It's twice as hot.
It's what is the Max Brass quote? What does he say? It's about
That's
being
hot.
That's hot. Yeah, exactly.
And that's something that this fight is going to be very much of. A lot of heat going on here. We got a big Buffy Brass who's really going in for those charged hits, and we've got Nobi just dancing around everything, just spraying the battlefield with flaming roasters.
And Nobi just immediately looks more comfortable with double glove on, in my opinion.
It's something he's worked so long with, and he just works really well with it. It's what he was born and raised on.
Yeah, it was. So now Nobi has Serp almost to that buff up state. Now he's gonna use the rush and kill him without Brass ever being in the red. That is how it's done. Immediate 1-2 from Nobi. Serp backed into a corner.
Ready with rush though, and it's an extreme shield pressure build as well. So if Serp goes with rush, as long as Nobi is backed into a corner, it's generally going to do a lot of damage.
That Chakram still has a crazy wit on its rush. Was able to catch Nobi, but only for half the damage he could have.
And that's going to give, and that's about all Serp's really done in this round. So Nobi has a really large health lead still, especially just getting all those roaster hits. Gets a grab. Now Serp is low on health, and Nobi is ready with rush just to close things up. Goes
Serp's
for the
gonna
rush.
block, but it breaks shield. Looking for one more charged hit from Nobi to end it. Serp with that buff has a ton of work to do.
But as it's always said, never say GG to a Max Brass.
Yes, a wise man once said that. Gonna unload rush, now below half health. A few stuns and grabs, and Nobi could be in the pressure cooker. And there's one right there. Serp now one grab away from defeating Nobi in this round, tying it up.
Waiting things out. Nobi being very patient, just waiting for Serp just to make one wrong move. That is that move, and Nobi is able to claim his goal with a roaster.
And that is it. Nobi moving on in this tourney. Great stuff, you guys.
GG's.
GG.
GG.
That was so close. Very good stuff.
Twas intense.
Yeah, Serp, you and I, man. You and I. Keep saying maybe next week. This week would have been fun to meet each other, but we've been thwarted.
Both by glorious peoples.
Okay, so please enter your stuff here. Or I'll do it. There you go. Nobi did it.
And
That one's not done.
I haven't heard anything about any of the other players.
Okay. Looking pretty good so far. I was supposed to fight you, Nobi! The rematch!
See if I can catch anyone where they might be fighting.
Alright, Redengard. Screw MLM, it's rigged.
So I know.
Hey man, hope your head feels better. Buster, please.
Serp, you can
Please.
do it. I believe in you too.
We need some Buster magic.
Okay, I haven't heard anything from. I know Slosh and Twin are fighting right now, but I haven't. And I think Dart and Para are going right now. Dart in chat and Para DMing him through there. I don't know about Luna and Frank though. So I'm gonna see if I can catch those two.
What do we got here? Yeah. Okay, so we'll take the circle off now. The deadline for this is today. I'm pretty sure it's up, but I might as well advertise it as well. Switchfest. Gonna be very hype. Very, very hype. Catfight got funded to go, and I know that 3 of the Pokken players got funded as well. So that will be the next local for you guys to watch. I'm pretty sure that's the next one coming up.
I know S3 has been trying his best to get in, but I'm not sure how well it's been going for him.
Yeah, and Redengard was on there as well, but I don't know. I feel like we had just met raise money goal for Redengard, so people were just kind of like, meh. Switchfest came out of nowhere too. It's like, here, this is happening in 3 weeks. Start raising money.
Yeah, it kind of popped up, and then like only a handful of huge faces really got any support for it.
Yeah. So we have Twin 5-0 through over Slosh. So we are just waiting on the results between Lunagabs and Frank, and then Dart and Para. My bracket's looking pretty good, other than I couldn't hold my weight. How are you guys' brackets doing? I assume most people are still somewhat alive. We have Twin, Para, Nobi, Serp, Frank, all big names still in here. Rifa, though, out round 1. I don't know what happened there. If Josh just balled out today. Rifa usually makes it deep into MLMs. How are we doing? Do you know what round they're in?
I don't necessarily know what's going on yet.
Okay. Well, they're probably deep in combat.
Yeah, Luna and Frank haven't responded. Looks like Slosh and Twin 5-0 are finished. Unfortunately, we need one or the other group to finish before we can make some actions.
Rifa, thank you for the resub. 5 months of support in a row. Thank you so much, my friend. And thank you, more than anything, for always showing up and playing in so many of my events. That means the world. Double Scorpio has kicked my ass, he said. Hey, that'll happen, Rifa. Oh!
Is that a double sub?
That's another sub crashing. Thank you for the 8 months in a row. You guys are bonkers. It's crazy. We're rolling up on that amount of time. Like, the 1 year is going to be right after Smash and Splash. That's going to be very, very hype. Thank you guys for all the subs. Double sub! Ah! Throw up the faces.
I got a friend request. I'm gonna go check to see what's going on there.
Okay. You're so popular.
I mean, several of these are to help you get going. And then also, oh my goodness, why do people, I don't understand. I am too popular.
Is Scrimps gonna cut his hair before SNS? That is a question worth betting on. What do you think?
I want Scrimps to keep his hair. Alright, we got the results!
Oh, we got our results?
Yeah,
Yay, okay.
Frank has successfully
a tight
took
one.
Luna down 2-1.
Yeah, very tight matchup. 2-1, Frank over Luna. So now we have Nobi versus Frank in the semifinals. That hurts me. That hurts me real bad. Last MLM I beat Nobi, this MLM I beat Frank, and I can't even make it to face either of them. This was my road, but there was a girl with a ribbon in my way.
And now that girl with the ribbon is dead. You could have took Frank down. It could have been... Oh, I would have loved the Scripts versus Nobi. Those ones are always delightful. A Frank versus Nobi is also excellent, though. And I will gladly take that. Okay, I guess I got another friend request. I'm gonna see that one. But can we get Nobi and Frank into the lobby?
Yep, I will ping them. You bloody what?
You what?
Oh, Nobi, gotcha. Well, the bottom one isn't done yet, so we can't do that one first, unfortunately.
We can have an exhibition match between us two again. And just...
Are you back? Alright, deal. Let's do it. I need to take these gross arms off my set, though. I can't believe I got so deep, I used a buff. That's gross.
You were so into it.
Oh, somebody readied up.
Frank joined into the lobby, but he's using the washroom. So he's not technically here. He's just watching.
Oh, okay. I thought that was him readying up. The laboratory.
You better be ready. My loadout is super scary. It's been known to speedrun my opponents.
If I win this, I get 3rd at EVO last year.
Oh no. Oh no, Evo was this year.
Yeah, I get 3rd at EVO last year.
Oh. Okay.
Would you hit yourself with that thing, please?
No. I'm gonna make you sick of this. I'm gonna flub your face, flush your face in.
It's gonna be hard. I have a clapback.
I mean, if I get the... If I do that, there you go.
Oh,
Oh, look at that, look at that.
Big damage, big prizes. I love it.
Delicious.
Beautiful rendition.
10 out of 10.
10 of 10 dentists would agree. Ow. Alright, that's enough of that. I've had enough of that.
The Hydra strikes back.
Ow!
Listen to those whales.
No! You evil person! That's my baby!
Counts. Safe.
But for how long? Oh, long enough!
Long enough to poison you to death.
Scripps quoting Smash TV, Rick, I didn't think anybody would recognize that. Yeah,
Oh, nice.
I'd buy that for $1. I love that game, man. That's the original Gungeon right there.
Oh. the clap is
Maliv,
still
you seem to have hit yourself in the face with multiple objects.
I personally enjoy doing it. You should know by my self-abusive past that I enjoy hurting myself.
Don't you know better than that by now? Ow.
Take pleasure in it.
Oh no! Ow. Ow.
I've got you now.
Oh, the explosion! I forget about that every single time. Like, all of the times. Oh!
Oh! Oh!
Oh no, that didn't hit me! That did not hit my body! Look at this!
I take Evo 3rd place of last
It didn't
year.
touch me!
I got it. It's mine. So now I have 2 Evo titles.
But...
No buts.
But
unless they're mine, which is fantastic. Thank you very much for asking.
but
Also, Dart and it looks like Dart and Twin 5-0 are also finished, and they could do their match if they wanted.
Nobody's
Nope,
here. Here we
they're
go,
right.
and we're off. Going to Buster Beach.
That took a lot out of me.
What, that one match?
Yeah, it did. Also,
I mean, I gave you a run for your money.
you did. I'm also very tired.
All right. Semi-final matchup number 1. This is still a best of 3. It's Nobi and Frank. Let's get it.
Nobi vs. Frank. Or the artist formerly known as Frank. Nobi going to successfully... not able to successfully get a grab, but that charged nade is still going to blow up a little bit on Frank. Not going to do too much right from the start, but that is something that Frank is going to have to be aware of from time to time. And Nobi might be able to capitalize on that.
Yeah, Nobi definitely accurate enough to attack that arm as well. We might see him do that. Gonna absorb this rush. Now Nobi approaching Frank, closing off the distance. Now getting really close.
Once the
And
brass is backed into a corner, that is the time to strike.
Oh
And
my
we see
gosh.
just how
Wow.
Frank not having the space to really start bulking up or get a deflector or anything going on quickly allows Nobi to have a beautiful opportunity to get so much damage in there.
That was 5 straight knockdowns without taking a hit by Nobi. Oh, and the rush went right through Frank.
Not able to successfully land. Nobi was definitely aiming specifically to have that knock him down, so he wouldn't have to deal with an enraged Brass. Unfortunately, didn't get that, but was able to get a hit off of the Hydra, knocking Frank down and keeping himself with the first round.
Choice Specs Elton John is putting on a beautiful song in chat about Frank.
Nice.
I love it. Redengard who? Make me a Max Brass 2.
Oh! That's hot.
That's hot.
That's hot! Speaking of hot, Frank able to successfully block that blazing rush and counter with a really strong grab.
Speaking of that's hot, Muscle Slam!
Muscle Slam! Poutine!
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 Max Brass Canadian confirmed.
Yes. I know he's... Just before anybody tells me, I know he's saying protein, but it sounds really close to poutine, and it just delights
No,
me
it's
to,
poutine for sure.
It delights me to no end to think it's poutine.
Just like the Slapamander is called a hot slap and not a Slapamander.
Yeah, it's a hot slap. Speaking of which, Nobi using the hot slap brilliantly to land a glorious rush and take Frank down for the first set.
He slapped him right in his hot. Yeah, that was a really good rush.
I mean, Frank, you did get fucked by that rush. It was a good one to get fucked by, though.
Speaking of hot, not mentioning the hot pocket. I know, Rifa. That's on me.
I mean, there's just too many hot things going on. We got shrimps, we got the hot pocket, we got hot slaps, we got the Hydra being really Brass saying that's hot. There's a lot of hot things going on.
Here
S3.
we go. S3.
Just quietly slip that in. Nobody's switching over to double Chilla, so it looks like things are going to cool down a lot in this matchup. No more Hot Pocket, no more Slapamanders, no more Hydras, just some really icy blows.
Yeah, and Nobi coming away with the victory in the first match, but I like the switch of strategy. Usually a complete change of pace like this will throw the opponent off, where Frank was probably planning on adjusting his playstyle a little more to match what Nobi was bringing. But now he has to make a whole new playstyle.
He has to make a whole new playstyle, and he's also facing off against one of Nobi's strongest loadouts. Nobi's generally known to be able to outbox people with this, just bait out so many attacks, make really
nade.
get naded sometimes. But
Hello, Nade Hand. Nice read from Frank there.
Frank's had
Frozen boy.
Frank's had a couple really solid reads off of these freezes. The first one, he was able just to safely block all of the attacks. This second one, he was able to see that Nobi was going to go for a grab.
Oh, Nobi gets away from the rush. Has one of his own approaching Frank, who keeps splashing those nade hands around.
Nobi generally dodging most of them. Still getting caught by one or two, but that's gonna happen, especially with a huge explosion like that. Gonna go for the chip damage.
Oh, and he gets it! Oh my gosh.
I think the chip damage was all Nobi really needed, which is why he kind of went for it. And
I think you're right.
the extra 20-30 damage was also just icing.
Ice. Now we're behind Frank, who's starting on top of the hill. He will not change, nor will Nobi. And we're seeing Frank lose all these exchanges. He just goes for the grab and gets it.
Nobi just about to respond to that, but not able to do it in time. And Frank is going to be rewarded with 170 damage and getting that ball. Nobi quickly knocking that down, though.
Breaking the shield of Nobi, who's in the corner now, has a rush of his own. Nobi, that was cold-blooded.
A swift grab to counter Frank's attempt at one. And that's going to put Nobi into center stage here. Frank pushed into a corner, gets frozen, and Nobi just has all the answers here. Gets
Yeah, he had
nice
all the
grab.
options. Had that rush ready.
Frank gonna catch up Nobi with a grab of his own.
Good deflect counter there.
Double Chilla is one of the weaker rushes though, so if Nobi not even able to worry about rushing, as Frank is able to get a Chakram combo into nade, and that is going to take Nobi down.
And Nobi now 1 round away from moving on to the finals. Rifa starting to panic about his bracket.
Nobi gonna switch back to the hottest loadout and starts off with a powerful hot slap rush.
Yeah, this is not good for Frank. Nobi has switched back and has not missed a punch yet. Oh my god.
15 seconds in and Frank is already at half health. Quickly replies though and is able to knock Nobi to 75%. That's another hit in, and another 15 seconds pass, and now Nobi is 50% down.
Incredible. This match is so close. It's not even halfway over, but the match is definitely almost over.
Nobi ready to go with rush. If he lands this, that's going to be curtains for Frank. Frank ready with his own rush. Once again, both players just waiting for that moment to respond and catch each other. Nobi
catches
landing
Frank.
the Hydra.
Frank's got the buff now. He's going to unleash Rush.
That
Will it break
quickly
shield?
breaker
No.
is not enough. That's
It is not.
Any contact from Frank is going to kill Nobi. Just like any AI, even if Frank touches Nobi, that would probably take him down.
And it is Frank evening the odds here. We will not see a sweep. I'm the best.
Oh, Max Brass! Magic
Accurate representation.
We are totally Max Brass.
Look at my tight pants.
It's almost getting to the point where he sounds more like a Murloc than anything.
Is Frank a tank? He is indeed, Evan B. A wise question. Tanks
Tank?
are actually Frank.
Confirmed.
Whoa.
Confirmed. Mind blown. Nobi
Goodbye.
going over to double roasters here.
Yeah, another switch up from Nobi. Just keeping Frank on his toes. Mausoleum. I almost think Frank has a bit of an advantage here.
I could see it going either way. It really
Oh my god, I just got a host from Fatherly Shrimp.
Father Shrimp has
Dad!
blessed us. He has finally recognized you, and you're now that you've made such glorious achievement. Maybe not you winning.
Finally found me, Dad.
It wasn't winning Mega League Monday that would bring you both together. It was
Sup,
just
my child?
awesome.
Let me put my shrimp in. Thanks for the host, Dad. Papa Shrimp?
Oh my goodness! Nobi started off really well with a solid double roaster loadout, taking Frank down and applying a lot of pressure. Frank now ready with Rush. Is probably going to use it right away. We do see that immediately connect for 350 damage. Even finishing with the nade, which is actually a small technique that some players will oftentimes make the mistake of, where they'll finish with, say, the chakram or something else. Nade is one of the highest damage arms to finish your rush with. Just a really glorious finishing touch off of it.
The explosion seems to be working a bit better this round. Frank is just, I feel like he's just getting narrowly outplayed by Nobi. He's not necessarily doing anything that I would change.
Just, yeah, slowly getting able to catch Nobi and knock him onto the trampoline. Unfortunately, not able to land the rush for a successful juggle. Nobi safely evading that explosion, is able to close things out.
That is it.
Frank
it is Nobi.
Getting incredibly close in all of these matches, but just not being able to bring things out enough to close things.
Yes, yes. And Nobi moving on to the final, and we will see Dart Remix versus Twin50, the Milky Way matchup on the other half of the bracket. GG's, Frank. Thanks for staying up and playing as always. And how are your brackets looking now?
Carried. Nobi carried by the power of Hungry Box. And we got Twin50 and Dart in here. So I guess everything is all set for these two champions to go at it.
Yes, indeed.
Milky Way Esports has been a team that's slowly been gaining notoriety since its pretty recent inception into the community. I think it's only been like maybe 2 months, maybe 3 months, and it's picked up players like Twin50, Dart Remix, and they've just generally been doing really well in a lot of these events. I believe they're also one of the crews that are seeking to evolve into a team, trying to find some sponsors right now, trying to get something going. To any sponsors who might be watching right now, there's a couple of crews out here that are looking for your sponsorship. Scrimp Squad being one of them.
Oh yeah, we want your love, because we got the action.
Arms is amazing, has a great community. If anybody wants to support us, we'll definitely love you. Unless it's like...
I don't even have a body. Check, I mean, look at this guy.
Look at him.
Look at this guy. You got a merch sponsor? That's very cool. You can get jerseys now.
What? Nice! Congrats, you two. Congrats.
That is very cool.
Esports.
Frank, I hate you. You should stay spring. Alright, Temple Grounds back on. And let's go. This is the last semi-final matchup. Winner of this moves on to play Nobi.
And it's going to be Dr. Coil versus Lollipop. I don't know.
Shut up and take my money. And Twin50 with not a surprise set.
And Dart Remix going with, also, not too surprising of a set for a Dr. Coil. Going with the Toaster, going with the Dragon. The Dragon works pretty well on Coils, though I'm not sure if it's better than just having another Toaster on there. A lot of them really enjoy the mix-up that Dragon gives you, but the pressure ability of just having a second Toaster, I've seen on Gore, it basically makes him untouchable. Where having a Dragon, it gives your opponent some openings to maybe counter you and apply some more efficient pressure, such as we're seeing Twin50 doing to a wonderful degree.
Oh my
Even
gosh.
gets that grab.
Twin is on fire right now. He had a spicy little mid-air, held the dash for the quick drop shield. Look at that!
That
Quick
Biffler
drops
just-
in front of the grab, bounces over, and hits with the Biffler. Twin, an animal.
A master. Twin, a clown.
Ah.
But he clearly is not clowning around in this match.
Dart gonna catch with the end of that, lands for 215. Pretty severe for how little of that rush actually landed.
Does a restand, but is not able to get anything to capitalize off of it just because of the huge gap between the two. And Twin 5 also being a more experienced player, more on his feet, more ready to just not let a restand be a problem for him.
Dart dashing around very quickly. And Twin hits with the first shot out of that rush, but then misses. Dart could finish if he lands the toaster, does not. And a very strong comeback here from Dart after we saw Twin come out
But
and
Twin
look so
starting
good.
to get a couple of chains off of the ice ring, not able to get the third one, but that's about 300 damage we just saw come out of Twin.
Yeah, Dart is able to take his time here. Uh-oh.
That ice,
Now it's anybody's game.
that ice dragon really starting to catch Dart off guard and is just causing some severe damage to him. Twin 5 ready to finish him off with the rush. Gets frozen one more time.
Goes for grab and is going to pay the price. Very nice from Dart, but now we're going to have Twin with a rush ready going into round 3.
Might have been wiser to try to set something up. Maybe a more curved grab. Maybe rather than jumping forward, maybe Twin 5 should have dashed to the side and went for that grab. Could have probably baited out the rush and then not had to worry about anything as he safely just throws out a rush of his own.
Nice shield break, but Twin not able to get the juggle, only 85. Kind of giving some room here to Dart.
Twin 5 definitely enjoys his spacing as well though, so this is definitely a battle of the snipers. Both just using their space, trying to get a solid aim and hone in on their opponents.
Yeah, Twin has been landing many shots so far. Dart gets that rush ready and is now going to close off distance. Not.
That Biffler
Oh my
just
God,
keeps
Twin.
laughing at him, being like, nope, nope, nope. They're gonna get a really nice grab though, and that's gonna allow him to close the distance and possibly start trying to bring things a bit more into his favor. Twin 5 staying on the move though, making himself a really hard target. Dart gonna catch him with that rush. Both players at equal health now. Dart just needs to make sure he safely blocks the upcoming rush and maybe any ice dragons that come along this way.
Oh, wow. He completely switched spots. That was so strange. Dart down by a little bit here. Has to make a move now. Only 15 seconds remain. And
Goes
Twin.
for the grab, just barely misses out on it. I could definitely have seen it working on most players, but Twin 5 was more than ready to catch that and just counter that grab with a Biffler.
Yep. Easy little Biffler for Twin. That puts Twin 5-0 up 1-0. Yeah, that camera, that was super wonky, Frank. Especially since Twin's arms were out this way. It just didn't turn until he was done. It's like a full second of facing the wrong direction.
If I'm not mistaken, this is also a best of 5, so...
That's only the final.
Oh wait, oh yeah, this is still semifinals. I forgot,
Yep.
I thought this was finals.
Not yet.
Not
Very
yet.
close. Oh wow, Dart announcing that he's changing an arm to Twin. That's good sportsmanship, if you're unsure. But there's no need to announce anything in MLM.
And we're gonna see Dart going with the Toaster Dragon here again.
Yeah, and hitting with the dragon first. A little fire and ice.
Well, look, Twin able to respond with a Biffler hit, and now an Ice Dragon. Gonna set things up for another hit, is not able to get to connect, as Dart had a glove out to safely parry the laser.
Twin 5-0 hits so often with this Biffler, I don't even understand. His accuracy is ridiculous.
He just understands how it works. And it's so delightful to see too, because then you can
Oh,
fifth stamp on him.
the quick drop shield through the dragon beam. Are you kidding me?
Straight up masterful work here, craftsmanship here. Twin safely evading so many of these hits. Dart also doing a really good job of just evading Ass Coil.
Oh, he
my-
gets him!
Oh my!
Twin, it is very close HP-wise. He
A solid
short hops
strike.
through one. Dart has a little bit of a lead here.
Twin looking for that opening.
Oh my,
Almost finds
how will
it.
this end? Oh, what a dodge!
There's another tap. And now it's
Now it's
No.
Twin 5-0 who's up. Dart cannot get hit again, and there it is. The middle Biffler bullet, poking him out.
Twin 5 using the uncharged Biffler very well just to cover a huge range. Looks like Dart is going to have equipped an arm that's actually designed to kind of counter a lot of what Twin 5 is doing right now. Pushing
Oh
back,
my
using larger
dodge.
size. Twin
And then
5-0
answers for 100 out of the shield. Twin is playing out of his mind.
That Parasol not doing that much right now. It's a solid counter, but Twin 5 is just
Oh, easy.
too on top of his game. He gets 355 damage off of that rush. That,
Good evasion.
I'm not sure if that Parasol actually works in this circumstance, especially since it is a good defensive tool, but it only blocks like maybe one of the shots, and there's still several core bits of the Biffler that Dart just doesn't want to see.
Yep. Yeah, the Parasol, probably difficult to block the dragon with that as well. I mean, you may be able to shoot it out of the air pretty well, but it is kind of slow on top of that.
Twin 5 getting ready to use his rush, just slowly closing the gap, gets the snipe, and that is Twin 5 closing things down with a 2-2-0.
Yep, so our final is set. Twin 5-0 and Nobi. Let's boogie.
Nice.
Twin is playing a first-person shooter with this Biffler. He really is.
So I guess it's Twin 5 versus the Nobi of Myth and
Yes.
Legend.
There's Nobi. Twin was already in.
So we are more than set to close things off. And
Oh,
now,
this is a lovely matchup.
now it's a best of 5. This is gonna be really cool.
The finals.
We are in the final.
MLM31.
Someone shall have fury. Who will have the fury? Will it
Oh,
be Nobi? Will it be
All
Twin?
of the fury. Oh, I almost didn't switch the stages back.
Will Scrims have the fury after losing to Lunagabs?
I will always have the fury after I have to even look at a ribbon girl.
Sounds
But
like
hey.
sounds like you need a training montage against Ribbon Girl.
Yes, I could. I just need to find a set that's comfortable for me. But enough about loser scrimps. Let's go. The finals. Nobi Twin 5-0.
Biffler on both fighters here.
Biffler. It's the squiplappler action. The squiplappler.
I actually feel like that Ice Dragon's going to help Twin 5-0, especially in this matchup, just because positioning it well will allow Twin 5-0 to kind of just wall out those Bifflers. Also, Twin 5-0 not too much of a vertical player, generally more horizontal with the odd hop upwards.
5-0 aware that Nobi's shield is really hurting right now. Goes for the shield to punish, and Nobi is going to survive that shield. Look at this.
Nobi
Oh.
finally drops an arm, and that is going to give Twin 5-0 the chance to get some damage. Twin 5-0 immediately starts going for the other arm.
Yeah, that was like 30 seconds of Twin just straight hunting Nobi's shield. That was incredible.
And
Nobi gets
finds-
inside.
and is able to land for 275 damage.
Yeah,
Nobi-
but still trailing by at least half HP to Twin.
Even in such a small stage, Twin 5-0 doing an amazing job of just kiting Nobi around, just forcing Nobi to approach. We saw them just kind of make a Yui around that little the tennis table. I don't know, the bunker.
Tennis table. Oh, Dart, yeah, please, Luna, don't take this as any offense to you. I just hate Ribbon Girl as a character. It's nothing about your playstyle.
Yeah.
And yes, Cam, welcome. The finals, baby, we here.
You did a wonderful job, Luna. It's just...
Frustratingly so.
Yeah. Nobi starting off a lot more... Doing a lot better in this second round here. Basically at a full turnaround. Twin 5-0 though has rush ready, and a solid rush with maybe 1 or 2 more hits can quickly give Twin 5-0 the advantage again.
There's so many good little tight parries going on between these two.
Nobi opts to drop shield rather than taking that disarm, but ends up getting disarmed anyways. Able to fully recover though, as Nobi was able to knock Twin 5 down. And now Twin 5 is in the red. Nobi ready with rush, probably just looking for a small window where...
Oh, and he gets the grab. That was sick, Nobi.
Gets a grab instead. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and keeps the rush for next round. Luna, no, you are loved here, I promise.
Luna, we love you.
The way Scrims feels about Nobi. How do I feel about Nobi? I love Nobi. And his playstyle. I love everything about him.
I love everybody. It's just some people tilt me more than others sometimes. Me especially.
Twin stuck in the hot pocket, but Nobi gets hit by that rush. He had so much time to react.
Nobi being a little greedy, probably trying to set him so he could just take no damage, or maybe get a nice counter. Twin 5-0 able to capitalize on that. Nobi gonna respond with a chakram grab. Even with the nerf, it's good to know that that beautiful combo of hatred is still a thing.
Yep. It is the night of the Biffler. I was able to use it in a matchup. We're seeing Nobi with it here. Twin, of course, has it.
And just the screen fills with death as Nobi unleashes rush on Twin 5-0, and that's going to be Twin 5-0 dropping down.
Unnecessary rush, maybe, but getting it done immediately.
Maybe unnecessary, but very safe, and considering at that point there wasn't going to be another round after this, might as well close things out with a flourish of rush.
Buster Beach comes off. Nobi's up 1-0. That's what happened, right? JM role-playing as Hanukkah, shouting out in pure, invigorating energy, cheering Nobi on. And we're going to flip back behind Twin 5-0, who gets to be on Temple Grounds again. I don't know whether Twin likes stages with pillars or not. I mean, he does well in pretty much whatever stage he's thrown in. Oh, for sure. I just don't know what his personal preference is. Fair enough. I would think that the pillars work with him, but at the same time, it's really hard to use a dragon arm on a pillar stage while the pillars are up. Indeed. And we see Nobi trying to do what we saw him do in Buster Beach and just evades all the attacks and tries to go for a punish. Nobi trying to parry the dragon and the Biffa there after does get 265 damage off of the rush though. And now both players are about equal health pool, with Twin 5-0 a little bit in the lead, gets another snipe off, and also has rush just about ready. This matchup is so fun to watch. It's like they're going in runs, little sequences where they're able to hit multiple times. What an amazing dash by Twin, and he's gonna freaking finish it. Oh my god. Twin. That did not look like it was gonna fully finish, but it did. Oh, beautiful. With every last ounce of that rush, that was sick. Nobi's frozen now. Yes! Twin, the grab connects. Nobi has rush. Quarter of his health gone. And that's another freeze. Twin going to go for another grab. Not able to have that one connect.
Nobi goes for the rush, but Twin able to safely dodge out of the way. Even back into the corner, he still finds so much room just to move around and make sure that he doesn't become an easy target.
Twin using an interesting technique here. When he's running away, he's firing Biffler first, and then using the dragon almost as a shield against Nobi's Biffler.
That must take an immense amount of practice to be able to do that, because I don't see dragons reliably being able to deflect dragons.
No, it's hard to even parry something with a dragon. The way he's using it, it's almost like a lockjaw. The way that it comes out, shoots a projectile for him.
Do you think Twin 5-0 would do well with a lockjaw?
I think he'd do better than me. I don't know. I haven't seen anybody successfully use a lockjaw, really. Successfully, like, at the rate of your other arm sets.
I mean, I did use it to take Hess down in one of the tournament matches in NCR.
There you go.
Yeah. Twin 5-0.
Dastardly cough. And yeah, Twin tying it up there. 1-1 now.
Both players sticking with their same loadout, not even switching out their tools. Both of them just, they want this to work. They're confident this works, and they want it to work. So they're just gonna
I know that feeling.
So they're gonna do
the same
everything.
reason I don't want to use OP arms. It's like, I know I can make this work. I'm gonna make this work. I don't need to do it. That's why when I went to buff and lost, it was so disappointing. Like, man, use the OP arm.
I'm gonna be honest. It's actually kind of it looks very autopilot-y, but there are a lot of nuances. At least from me playing as Helix and playing around with that a lot, there are actually a decent amount of nuance and technique and approach to that. Like,
oh yeah, for sure.
I wish it was just quite literally autopilot. Because that
No,
would just
you
feel-
don't.
I don't actually, but it would feel. At least when I'm playing around, it would feel good. At least for like 10 minutes, and I'd feel like a dirty butt.
Yeah, I feel dirty using it ever, even though it's not autopilot. It's still like very spammy, very hard to execute a technique against.
Execute.
Execute.
And Twin 5-0 able to executor a wonderful rush, finishing off Nobi for the first round of this set.
I appreciated that. Nobi trying to close distance off here. This rush will land big time, 300.
Really solid, 300 damage there.
Nobi keeping Twin in the corner. Has looked good with that chakram so far this round. Able to react there.
Nobi really taking advantage of that witch time, or Starstruck, and using it to just kind of see what Twin 5-0 is really going for at this point. You know, I think this feels a lot more patient than what I've seen Nobi doing recently. Like, he's slowed down a decent amount.
Yeah, it looks good. This looks more alike, or more akin to his double glove loadout, the way he's playing.
And
Seems like he has lots of distance mix-ups moving in and out.
And it's really working out, at least in this round. Gets one more hit, and that's going to be Nobi with a pretty dominant health lead.
Calmly unloads that rush and juggles with the blinded screen. Yeah, we take that for granted watching these guys play, how skilled they are. Twin trying to surprise Nobi does not work. Nobi-san was ready.
Twin blinded Nobi blinded Twin, and Twin maybe tried to do that to surprise, or maybe that was just kind of a reaction in fear of being grabbed at that moment, and Nobi was more than set up to just respond to that.
Nobi trying to close distance off again, very smart. The stage isn't huge, so that I feel like it kind of gives a disadvantage to Twin.
It definitely does, but we're even seeing here, Twin 5 is doing a pretty impressive job, even with this little room, kiting Nobi around. We see both of them hugging the same wall at one point.
Whoa.
That
Risky.
it worked out well for Twin. Not
Well,
too well, but it
yeah.
worked out. There
Still
was a back.
a big health disadvantage here. Nobi hits again. Any rush will do. Twin only 250 HP remains. Nobi gets in with the grab, now going to approach.
Nobi is fully aware that Twin is very cautious of that rush coming out and was able just to get a really rewarding grab off of that. And we see the
Wow.
rush come off at the perfect moment. Twin 5 getting a little too loose with his movements. One little window is all Nobi needed, and that was enough to close that set.
Yeah, very, very nice from Nobi.
And now it's 2-1. So
And we're gonna put that stage back on and take out sparring.
So Nobi is now in a position where if he wins the next set, that will be him winning the tournament. But Twin 5 still has 2 sets that he can potentially climb out with. And if he does that, that's going to be Twin 5 taking this tournament.
Slams palm against desk. Oh yeah, spicy.
Yeah, I'll do it too.
I
Wait.
don't want to do it. It'd probably actually be
Glusher!
loud.
Glusher!
What is this? Twin 5 going
Tri-Blast!
Tri-Blast, Glusher,
The
and a
secret-
cry for help.
The secret weapons of ultimate destruction, Glusher. Glusher actually has received a bit of a buff recently, not in its movement, but in its damage.
Yeah, and the explosion is usually so sneaky. Twin going with a double explosive arm here.
We even saw a light example of that in our exhibition match. Maybe that was a
This is gonna
foretelling
be-
of this battle.
Yeah, foreshadowing for sure. This is going to be a really difficult matchup for Nobi, as the Tri-Blast is... That's got to be the most effective arm against the Twintel.
And just
That-
like how the Lockjaw applies intense shield pressure, the Glusher also does that.
Yeah, that's the other half. He has to deal with the worst possible arm, and now the Glusher is a heavy with an explosion. Twin with a beautiful mind on that one with the switch up.
And it recovers so much more quickly than the Lockjaw too. This is actually a really solid pick.
This is crazy. That was light work that first round against Nobi.
And I guess this is the first time we'll have ever seen Glusher be used in a match 100% seriously.
Yeah, and I will retract my statements about how bad this arm is.
I won't about mine with Glimmer though. With it also being a relatively straightforward arm, it walls out a lot of what Nobi has. Nobi gonna land rush here, goes with the Chilla, that's some players might not be aware, but when it comes to Chilla versus Chakram, finishing with the Chilla is actually a mistake. The Chakram finishes with 30 damage, where the Chilla only does 30.
On rush finish.
Yeah, on that finishing touch.
Yeah. Nobi, I feel like he is just so comfortable with the Chilla. I don't blame him one bit for putting this on.
Twin is
Oh
safely
my
evaded,
dash.
tries to punish, but Twin is going to catch that attempt at a punish and punish that punish with punishment.
With punishment, yes.
Nobi ready with rush, tries to make it advance, but is caught by the explosion, and now Nobi just, if he gets tapped by anything, he is down. Goes for that
Twin,
rush.
yep, that should do it this round. Nothing can be done, even if Nobi gets another grab in, time will run out. Twin 5-0.
More like Twin 2-2.
Yeah, more like Twin tied up.
Oh, there you go. That was super de-duper.
So Twin 5-0 switches to Tri-Blast Glush.
I absolutely...
Glush.
I've always loved Glusher, and I'm so happy to see it making it into a finals, even giving Twin 5-0 a 2-0 win.
Let's go. This is it.
Let's go!
Match 5 of the best of 5.
And it's the mausoleum. I believe this stage is going to be pretty balanced for both players here. Twin 5 has a lot of room to work with. Nobi also just lots of freedom here. Going over to... Nope, not going with the Slap-O-Matter, sticking with the Biffler Chakram. Just seeing how this matchup's gone, I feel like this loadout might not work as well against that Glusher.
I see what's happening here, and I can't believe it. Twin 5 is putting an immense amount of pressure. Look at this, half HP already for Nobi, and we're only 80 seconds. Quarter HP.
I'm surprised I never thought of it either, but it's like Twin 5 has Shield Breaker right now.
What are we even watching?
I actually realized how good Glusher can be, especially in direct pressure, just from like. I don't know. Well, I guess speedrunning kind of makes sense to bring up here, but like, I actually have started using Glusher in speedrunning, and the way it connects, how quick it recovers, it's actually really dangerous. Like,
so Twin just went crazy again. This is it. If Twin wins this round, he is the victor, and we have a new set to watch out for, everyone. I see some of you guys saying he's been using it on ranked, but oh my gosh.
I think I'm gonna drop that Lockjaw on my pressure loadout. After speedrunning and seeing Twin 5 do this, I'm pretty sure Glusher is far cooler than Lockjaw is right now.
Yeah, I feel like Lockjaw should be
pressure.
Cool. But Nobi brilliantly released shield a couple times to get away from that. And punishes. This is definitely not over. Nobi has that rush. Match 5. Round 2.
Nobi safely parrying both of the attacks, advancing, trying to counter. Still just not able to find room with all these explosions, the massive weight of the Glusher.
I can't believe Twin was able to evade that rush. And Twin, looking to get a rush of his own, hits again with the Glush. Actually is closing off the distance here against Nobi. Triggers rush, and no!
Not gonna connect.
Oh my god, he hit him one time, but Nobi escapes. It is not over.
After this, I'm pretty sure we're gonna see Glusher a lot. There it is.
And there it is, Twin 5 your MLM 31 winner with the Glusher and the Tri-Blast.
We're gonna be seeing Tri-Blast a lot more in the meta. If not by everybody else, seeing this, I'm definitely gonna, like, speedrunning with it and seeing that, I want to play with that now.
You mean Glusher?
Yeah, see?
Oh, you said Tri-Blast.
Oh, well, kind of, but I guess not really. Seeing that and playing with Glusher and speedrunning, it's like, yeah, that's a solid arm. It's kind of been underrated for the longest time. I think Blorb is still a valued option as well. It definitely depends on who you're facing. If your opponent's jumping a little bit more, Blorb probably is going to be better. Glusher just... Mwah.
Mwah.
Twin, can we have a... Twin, I want to have a Glusher off.
There you go, I like it. Alright, we'll do this Glusher off.
And then I think that's going to be it for Mega League Monday.
Yes, indeed. Then we will do our usual Fight Club. Well, I shouldn't say usual because I haven't decided yet. Fight Club either Wednesday or Thursday.
No, just do whatever loadout you want, but with the Glusher as one of your tools. Oh, yeah, go. I'll just use this one Glusher then. For here. Especially since I have armor, so I have a strong advantage. But I can go for grabs. Oh, look at you, you are sick. By the way, this... Oh, I'm actually not going to say anything. Actually, small note for anybody who's interested, I realized this as I was speedrunning with Glusher, and just... Let's talk about Glusher a little bit. It actually... Its weight is considered a heavy arm. I'm not sure if this is a glitch or not, but it's not treated like a heavy arm when it comes to grabs. You'll notice, like, When Twin 5 grabbed me, it did 150 damage. Normally,
Yeah, why is that?
I don't know. That might be a bug. It might just the team disrespecting Glusher.
Yeah, maybe it's because it has poison damage, so they don't give it the grab damage as well. Just a thought.
Maybe.
Wait, does it do 130 charged?
It does 130
Yeah,
charge
okay.
plus the 10 damage from poison, unless that
Yeah.
poison stacks.
Didn't they buff the poison stack somehow?
They didn't buff the stack. They increased the base damage from 120 to 130. So yeah, Twin, go ahead and go with, like, anything from there. I'm gonna go Megawatt Glusher. The speedrun tools. See, and when I do that grab, it's only 160. Megawatt is buffing, but the Glusher is not.
Finalizing our results here. And let me check who won the predictions. It was you ran in first.
Oh,
CC
congrats, you ran.
Main in second, Rifa in third, and myself in fourth.
Good game, Twin 5. Thank you for showing. I'm honestly really happy to see people or Twin 5 use it. Like that was delightful to watch. I'm happy to see Scully make it back into the meta thanks to Griff. Twin 5, big
Yes.
shout out to you because I mean I was getting into speedrunning, but that's not the meta. You got it in the meta, man. Like people are going to be looking for that now.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a set. The Tri-Blast Glusher. We're about to see that everywhere.
I'm gonna have fun with that.
Twin 5-0, congratulations, man. I don't know how many MLMs you've won. That's at least 3? I don't know. We'll figure that out later. Congrats, my dude.
Well earned.
Guys, be on the lookout for either Wednesday or Thursday Fight Club. And then also, I'm going to do a Minecraft stream this week. We may get some team practice in. The only day I'm taking off for sure is tomorrow, unless we do team practice late. But that's it for now. Thank you everyone again for a wonderful MLM. Maliv, thank you as always for your wonderful commentary.
Thank you for bringing me here, or inviting me in here and allowing me to embarrass myself with the beautifully hilarious and derpy things that I say. It's very fun. And it
is fun.
It does help with my confidence a lot too, because I remember like half the things I probably said in this stream, I would have been too embarrassed to talk for like half of it now.
Well, I'm certainly glad it's helping you out. I'm always comfortable around you. It feels like I'm talking to a friend.
That's because we are friends.
That's because we are.
Or are we?
And we'll end on friendship. Wes, thank you for the 300 bits. Appreciate the love. Thank you, everybody. And we're going to go host our boy, Redengard, who is streaming some ARMS. Peace.
Ciao!